Yeah, there's like 2 minutes left on that song. I can't keep this going on. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome in, everybody. Let's turn that aura down. What's going on? Welcome in. Welcome in. Good seeing you all. Whew. What a way to fucking start the stream. Who's ready for walking up and down a fucking corridor? Out of breath intro has me cracking. Yeah. Anyway, chat, welcome in. Good seeing you all. How we doing? Good seeing you all. Let's get a round of applause, chat. Let's get a round of applause. Wait, that's not. Where's my round of applause? Wait. There we go. Get a round of applause for Pez. Hey, let's hear it. Let's hear it for me. Hey, everybody, welcome in. Good seeing you. A lot of energy today. You just can't beat that song. It's such a banger of a song. All right, we are here for day fucking, what are we, oh, I got to update it. Day 5, actually, which is embarrassing, because normally this takes me 3 days, but we're up to day 5. But I will say that we have been doing a lot of PowerPoint presentations, so, yeah. But anyway, can we get to Final Fantasy 2 already? Can you imagine? Well, we will be finishing Final Fantasy 1 today, so you can get all excited for the excitement that is Final Fantasy, the excitement that is Final Fantasy 2. But yeah, conserve that energy. We're about to do a lot of walking. Oh my god. Just for a bit of a recap, for those that don't know, last night we encountered Warmech. Not once, but twice. Wait, no, twice. There we go. 2 fingers. See, I'm holding 2 fingers up. 2 fucking fingers up. Anyway, so yeah, we and he killed us right away because, to be fair, we weren't ready. And then secondly, we encountered him. We were in a good spot. I was feeling confident. Honestly, I had been training. I'd been eating a lot of greens. My coach said that I'm in the best shape I've ever been. Even though I'm in my age, you know, like, there's nothing I should worry about, you know, like, I'm in peak fighting condition, you know. I could have been in the UFC. And we get into the ring with Warmech. Warmech's like, all right, let's hit him with the nuke. He hit me with his biggest attack, and we shrugged it off. I'm like, all right, you ready to fucking go? And he ran away. He ran away. Now, I'm not one to call someone a coward, but I want it on the record that I'm calling Warmech out right now, that he or she is a coward. All right? You're just a big old bloody pussy. All right? You ran away. You're a coward. You're a little pussycat. Huh? You want to step into the ring with your old Pez dog, huh? Give him the old 1-2. Stretch my body. But yeah. Anyway. Enough about that. Anyway, how are we all doing, chat? Good seeing you all. Good seeing you all. There's a few. I've seen a few new people in here today. Good seeing a few people. What's going on? Neon over on YouTube. Hey everybody on YouTube. Hey everybody on TikTok. Good seeing you all. Brian Tickfinity is running, so I beat you to it. Hey Pez, can you explain the title picture of each Final Fantasy game, and only one I get is 15 because that's the only one I've ever played. All right, let's go. Do you want to go over it? Okay, let's go over it. All right, so this is the Warrior of Light. This is how the warrior class actually looks. He is holding a sword in somewhat intimidating. He's about to strike. Now, what we're about to see here is Final Fantasy II. This is David Bowie. David Bowie had just played Final Fantasy II, and he's like, "Oh my god, what the fuck?" And then this is Final Fantasy III. Now, this is one of the orphans. Children that was chosen by the Wind Crystal in a cave. That's all I really got about it. This is Final Fantasy IV. This is Kain, the Dragoon. Even though his spear looks really tiny, it looks a little too tiny, but that's just Kain. He's the character who's totally not a traitor, by the way. This here is a dragon, a lizard, cold-blooded beast. It can breathe fire. It likes eating small, roaming animals and flying its wings, but it's also the Wind Drake that the King of Tycoon rides on. This here is Terra, or it could be Kefka. It could be one of the others, but I believe it's Terra. Terra is riding on the back of a Magic Tech armor from the Gestalian Empire. This here is the meteor heading towards the planet in Final Fantasy VII, ready to kill kill somebody at any moment. Go boom, blow up and kill everybody. This here is Squall and Renoa, brother and sister. If two people decided to have sex, but their both parents almost dated. But it's funny to tell people that they're brother and sister, that Final Fantasy VIII is built on incest. This is the crystal for Final Fantasy IX. It is the source of all life on Gaia or Terra. I don't actually know which one it is. Anyway, this is Yuna dancing with the souls of the dead. When people die, Yuna dances. It's this weird relationship she has with the souls of the dead. Then we go on to... We just straight up skip Final Fantasy XI. This is Gerbranth in Final Fantasy XII. This pose actually happens at the end of the game, and he goes, "Rah!" And there's a shit marked streak on the side. This here is Final Fantasy XIII. You can see there is a face up the top and on the side. That is, spoiler alert, that is Vanille and Fang turned to crystal. And there is some sort of dragon. I'm not sure why they're mounting it. And this is Final Fantasy XIV Online. These are all the 40 million players worldwide for the smash hit, global success, Final Fantasy XIV, all the chosen ones. This here is Final Fantasy XV. This is Luna Freya, leaning down what looks to be behind a sun with the sun burning her, and you can see like a little serpent coming up behind her, but it's not actually the real picture. And this here is the two icons of fire, Phoenix and Ifrit, going, "I'm gonna get you," and Phoenix is like, "No, you're not." And then yeah, and they're like, "Oh, we're brothers," and such, or they might be. Who knows? Anyway, that is the explanation of all of it. Anyway, does that make sense? Hopefully, I covered it all for you. Final Fantasy, wait, where's Final Fantasy is 10? Oof! Oh my god, who said that? Who said that? How dare you? You're saying that why Final Fantasy 2 exists in this world? Yeah, anyway. Bring the updated Final Fantasy 15 icon. No, that's spoilerish. That's spoiler. I'm not here to spoiler it, even though I just spoiled every Final Fantasy. I think out of all the logos, I think Final Fantasy VII's is the worst. Because it's like everyone's got this cool Amano art. And like, even though it is an Amano art, but it's just like just a ball with a few lines hanging off the ass of it. You know, every other one has got these like cool, amazing designs. So I haven't seen the old Final Fantasy picture in forever. It's updates when you beat it. That's right, it updates when you beat it, yeah. But yeah, anywho. It's not a boulder, it's a rock. Oh, Chris Redfield could fuck it up then. Anyway, hey Brian, good seeing you, dude, over on YouTube. But yeah, I guess we got a little bit of time. If you guys, what is this music? What do we want to chuck in the background? What are we feeling like today? Let's chuck on this one. Alright, we'll put Under the Rotting Pizza. Alright. I hope I hate incest greatly, so the chances will be 0 if that would be legit or accurate. What do you mean you don't like incest? It's a smash hit amongst some families. The big revelation to Final Fantasy VII Revelations is that it's shared universe of Resident Evil, and Chris shows up and punches the meteor. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Yeah, anywho. It's like, saw my viewership drop as soon as I made that incest joke. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, we're kicking this. Oh, fuck, I forgot about the Final Fantasy. Let me have a quick look at this Final Fantasy bot. Let me have a quick look at this Final Fantasy bot. Where'd you send? Oh, you send it over on... where'd you just put it? Oh, I can't see it anyway. I don't think he's put it in there. I don't know where it is. Fucking I think it's gone. Or is it in banter? And everybody yelled at me yesterday. Oh wait, no, I think someone sent me a DM with it. Kirk sent it to me with a sketchy link. Alright, let me have a look at this. It is... Okay, Let me chuck it in. Let me chuck it in Opera, and we can have a look at it. Alright, it is alright. Why is it? It's not like let me click on anything. Is this the thing right here? Final Fantasy Bot is an indie game for Twitch chat inspired by Final Fantasy with over 133 creators. So how does it work? How does it work? Okay, I probably should read it. Here's simply how to play. Simply make the chat connect to your chat, and that's it. Your viewers will automatically play when automatically they say anything in chat. You can play it in your browser, but it won't save any progress between sessions. I recommend downloading Windows, Linux, 632. It will save all progress. This is a completely free fan-made thing made out of love. Okay. I reckon we could, yeah, I can do that. I'll do it off stream. But yeah, no, okay, we'll add it in. I don't see why not. I think it makes sense. You know, we can add it to chat. I can figure that shit out. Easy. Cool. All right. Okay, we're still in there. Sorry, I saw some questions there. I think I missed some questions. All right. Okay, let me go back a little bit. Pez, who is Setzer from Final Fantasy VI? I got his... What was it? Why is it? Okay, it disappeared. Pez, who is Setzer from Final Fantasy VI? I got his Magic the Gathering card and want to know more about him to understand his rules text. Oh, that's a really good question, honestly. That's probably one of the best Magic the Gathering questions we've ever had. It's honestly probably the first one, making it the best question we've ever had. Setzer is the high-flying wheeler dealer, the blackjack, poker, go fish loving, card dealing, weapon wielding son of a gun from Final Fantasy VI. He's the reason why we have an airship in Final Fantasy VI. He has a really cool story about like how him and his like ex-girlfriend got in a race and she couldn't drive and she crashed it and something like that. And then they buried the whole ship in a graveyard. Honestly, I don't understand how they excavated the whole ground. But more importantly, he's actually the wiffle bat champion, or I don't know what the fuck he is supposed to be in Kingdom Hearts 2. When you're in like when you're in that town at the start of Kingdom Hearts 2, and forgive me, I already forget the names. When you play Roxas, you go into this like weird wiffle bat tournament, and Setzer is like the champion of the wiffle bat tournament. And that's it. That's all he really is. It Twilight Town? Yeah, whatever town it is. Yeah, that's what he is. That's who Setzer is from Final Fantasy VI. But I mean, does anybody else like Setzer? Does anybody have any card-based fighting characters that they enjoy? So yeah, but that's really him. Sadly, I can't stay for long. Looking forward to the VOD. No worries, Moogle. It's good seeing you. I always love it when people can pop in and just say hi. It means you care for me. Brian Setzer. Okay, we had some other questions too. We have a question in from Tuber666. What's chat's favorite Final Fantasy game? Okay, that's not really my question for me. Oh, there we go. There was one before. We have a question in from Tuber. Pez, what's your favorite Final Fantasy game and why? Do you know, that's a really good question. Nobody ever asked me that. You know, you'd think people would ask me what my favorite Final Fantasy game is. So personally, to me, that's probably one of the best questions you could ever ask me. So thank you for that. My answer is a bit of a cop-out answer. I love the compilation of Final Fantasy VII. Final Fantasy VII was my first Final Fantasy game, and in most cases, not all cases, in most cases, whatever anybody's first Final Fantasy is, tends to be their favorite Final Fantasy. I don't think it's the best Final Fantasy, but I think Final Fantasy VII, Crisis Core, Dirge of Cerberus, I've already lost, I know people have already tuned out when I said Dirge of Cerberus. Advent Children, I know that's a movie. Rebirth, Remake, Ever Crisis, if it's based in the world of Final Fantasy VII, in the universe of Final Fantasy VII, I love it. Don't give a shit. That's my answer. But I think the best Final Fantasy is hands down, without any argument, and I will not take any argument, unless you subscribe to me on Twitch, is Final Fantasy Tactics. I think Final Fantasy Tactics is the perfect game for me. I love grid-based strategy games. I love the story in it. I love the characters. I love the replayability. Final Fantasy Tactics is the only RPG that I can finish to 100% and restart again and play it again. I love the fuck out of it. So yeah. But it's definitely not Final Fantasy 2. I just want to make that clear. But what's all your favorite Final Fantasy games? Let me know. I'm totally making that into a clip, by the way. Thank you for the question. Ever Crisis gets disconnected. Hey Pez, if you're looking, hey Pez, if you were asked to look at, let me read over here. Chat keeps moving. Hey Pez, if you were asked to look at every existing mainline, hey Pez, if you were asked to look at every existing mainline Final Fantasy game and only pick one, only pick the best elements, story, battle system, and so on, and mix them together to create the ultimate Final Fantasy, which elements would you pick? And how would the game look in the end? Alright, okay. I've already made a video on this, but I can kind of expand on it. Oh, we have a question in from Sias. Hey Pez, if you were to I gotta scroll up. Sorry, I got this big burp I'm trying to fight. I coughed the burp out. Hey Pez, if you were asked to look at every existing mainline Final Fantasy and only pick the best elements, story, battle system, and so on, mix them together and create the ultimate Final Fantasy, which elements would you pick? And what would the game look like in the end? Wow, do you know what? I'm somewhat of a creative person myself. I love gardening. I love mowing the yard. I love doing things with my hands. So if I was to create my own Final Fantasy with my bare hands from the ground up, using elements of everything that existed, I already know what it is. And it's such an easy answer, all right? Get a pen and paper out, everybody, because this one is going to fucking blow your socks off, because that is, hands down, one of the best questions we've ever received, and I'm prepared for it. Take the story, gameplay, characters, music, everything that is in Final Fantasy VI, and then just fucking cram it. Just like push it really hard into a barrel. Just cram it fucking in there. And sprinkle it with the graphics of Final Fantasy VI. Job done. Job done. That is hands down the best Final Fantasy there is. All right? Done. Bing, butter, boom. Next question. That was an aggressive answer because it's great. The remake battle system is one of the best modern RPG battle systems. Each to their own, I guess. I swear, I literally just watched a TikTok of yours with that answer. That's what I just said. I literally just answered that fucking. I don't know if I'll turn that into a video, but that's the true answer right there. I think Tactics is perfect, but if you want the perfect Final Fantasy, or even, do you know what? If you take Final Fantasy IX as it is when it was created and make everybody's heads just a little bit smaller, I think that might be the perfect Final Fantasy. I don't understand how they get their clothes on. Have you seen how big fucking Garnet's head is? Her head is huge. Everybody is so disproportioned. Like, I know Sakaguchi wanted it that way, but I can deal with like mist getting produced from a tree from the souls of the dead that are getting rejected because another planet's crystal wanted to merge with their crystal because their world was dying, and then the byproduct of that also revolves into them making an army of black mages to then use as weapons to fight against a war, so that way a monkey guy from another planet could then just, you know, rule the world and create chaos. You know, I could believe all that. But when the princess can't get a fucking shirt over her head, nah, you know, I'm out of it. I'm out of it. You know, I refuse. I refuse to play Final Fantasy IX Remake if I can't look at them and go, yeah, you can get a shirt. You can get a shirt over your head. Anyway, that there is the perfect Final Fantasy. Yeah, I might make that into the video. I had a guy message me today, right? And he messaged me to say, hey, Pez, I just want to let you know, I think I've watched... I think I go through and watch your clips on repeat probably every day while I'm on the toilet, I'm cooking dinner, or I'm doing the ironing. I even figured out a way to do it on YouTube so I could watch it on the big TV. He goes, I just really enjoy your voice. I don't know what to say to that. Other than thank you. Chat, don't watch me while you're taking a shit, okay? Don't watch me while you're taking a shit. Or if you do watch me, just prove it. Prove it. I don't believe it. Prove it. If they try and do some hyper-realistic shit with Final Fantasy IX, I'll be instantly turned off of me. Yeah, I want for Final Fantasy IX, I want a scene-for-scene remake, voice acted, done. Don't touch the battle, don't touch the side quest, don't touch anything, just leave it as is. Hey, you watch your chats while you're on the loot. Oh, I can do it. It's my stream. It's my stream. Hey, Pez, what remake would you want next? Excuse me. I'm gonna burp. Hey, Pez, what remake would you want next? And would you want it to be a HD 2D or a Final Fantasy VII Remake treatment? Wow, that's a really good question. Honestly, that's probably one of the... Man, you just come at me with one of the best questions ever. Wow, Jesus, let me just kind of digest that. I think the next remake I would want to be is Final Fantasy VI, only because of the grand scale of it is going to take so long. I mean, they're not that they have to, like, put it on physical discs anymore. Fuck you, Sony. But, no, I think Final Fantasy VI is, hands down, probably the best remake that we could get. And I would like it to get the Final Fantasy VII remake treatment, not redoing the story or the combat or anything like that. Like, leave the story and combat as it is. As far as treatment-wise, I would like to bring it into modern graphics, you know, make it look like Final Fantasy VII Remake, or make it look like Clair Obscur. But if I was to choose a Final Fantasy to get a HD 2D treatment, I would love to do Final Fantasy 16 as HD 2D. I reckon that would be really cool. And I believe there's a fan project out there, like a demake of Final Fantasy 16, of like the first, like, of the demo-ish. Which is really cool. But yeah, I reckon that would be that. Oh, that was a really good question. Let me screenshot that. I'll probably make that a video. All right, chat. We got like 11 more minutes. So if you have any questions you want to cover me in goo with, load them up. Where was that? Who asked that question before? Pez, what's your favorite? It was like, Pez, what's your favorite Final Fantasy or something like that? Oh yeah, there it is. There's a question I answered a bit earlier. I've already forgotten it. I'm seeing a lot of talk about incest. I don't know. Why were we talking about incest? Oh, Pez, who was Setsa? Oh, yeah, that's a question. Oh, no, it was what was the perfect Final Fantasy? Who asked that? I think it was Sias, wasn't it? Oh, yeah. Hi, Pez. Hey, Bleep. Good seeing you. How is everybody? I'm starting to see a lot of like Final Fantasy 14 peeps come in here. So if we finish Final Fantasy, What game? What's this game we're playing? Final Fantasy 1 early. We'll jump over and we'll continue MSQ on Final Fantasy 14. Or we can do some community stuff. But I'm going to be taking potentially tomorrow night off. And we'll be back on Thursday. Also, too, when we get to Final Fantasy 2, because there is no... I'm just letting everybody know. Because there is no PowerPoint presentation for Final Fantasy 2, I will... and I'm happy to say this, I will be giving away a shit ton of digital video games. I would love to give you away physical, but it just costs me too much. But thanks to Bandai Namco, Square Enix, and 5-Star Games, I have a shit ton of games to give away for Steam, PlayStation, Switch, and maybe Xbox, I believe. I've got to check. So, and this is a big thank you. So, yeah. So, I'll be doing a spinning wheel, and I'll talk about that later. But we will start Final Fantasy 2 on Friday. Because Thursdays are Final Fantasy 14 days. I swear, I literally just watched a TikTok of yours. And oh no, I'm so far back. Where am I at? Okay, I'm back where we're at. Okay, wait, which night? I have 5 days off very soon. So it's not. It's gonna be. I'm gonna give away one game every night during the expansion of Final Fantasy 2. So if you miss one. If you miss one stream, don't stress. I have a lot of codes. And when I run out of codes, I'll reach out to Square Enix and Bandai and other maybe even Ubisoft has been really cool lately. I could talk to Ubisoft to see if they have any codes. I can't promise that, but yeah, the publishers in Australia have been really kind to me as of late. Oh, so I wasn't here for the start of Final Fantasy. What is the presentation thing all about? Oh, you want to know? Oh, you want to know? You want to know? You want to fucking know? I'm just expanding. Okay. So let me go back to the start. So when I play a Final Fantasy game, except for Final Fantasy 2, I do something called a PowerPoint presentation, which starts off like... Sorry, let me change the music. This is like the worst music for talking over. Imagine a PowerPoint presentation with this going on. What do we want to listen to? Let's put on... Prelude's always a good one. Alright. Okay, so with these PowerPoint presentations, what I do is I create these myself, and I like to talk through and give a little explanation. So for those that haven't seen this before, these are all the different variants of Final Fantasy 1. There are some more, but these are kind of like the more popular ones. Up on the top right here, we see the original. Then on the top left was the US release, and then we have different variants. And then I go into talk about, stuff like, oh, Final Fantasy was released in 1987. I was born in 1988, so Final Fantasy VII predates me. A lot of people here. It was launched in 1987, but it was actually launched in North America in 1990. And yesterday was actually the 36th anniversary of Final Fantasy 1 being released in the US. So, congratulations, Final Fantasy 1. I'm an academic, and I'm already all over loving this. Oh, that's cool. Well, see, I used to professionally make these aren't professional level PowerPoint presentations, but like on a professional, very high level PowerPoint presentation, that was my job there for a while. And then we go over like talking stuff, but all this PowerPoint will be accessible when we get to pretty much, if you're on my TikTok chat, if you hit explanation FF marathon, all one word. Oh my god.
You're such a tease.
Oh, you're such a tease. Thank you so much, Timovilin. Hello, Timovilin. Welcome in. Thank you for the prime. Chat, I'll take everybody's prime, but then I'm doing it. But that link there will take you to a Google Doc that kind of gives you a breakdown of the marathon. And I will then put the time of how long it took me to beat the game. I will then put a link to the PowerPoint presentation. And we'll also be putting like a little breakdown score on my personal opinions on the game so you can access it at any time. What can you do with that information? I don't give a fuck. But it's there if you ever want to read it. So, yeah, it's just something to kind of remember. I've done this marathon twice already, and I failed to kind of like give you all access to it. So I'm actually putting a lot of love into this one. Okay, anyway. Anywho. Unless anybody doesn't have any questions. Fun fact, Pez invented the PowerPoint presentation in 2005 when he decided to create a format for sharing a lot of information using charm visuals to explain the story of Final Fantasy X. The more you know. That's absolutely true. How'd you know? Can you do that with information early in the morning? What can you do with that information early in the morning? Read it. Honestly, if you guys really want your fix of me while you're on the toilet, early in the... You've been playing Assassin's Creed, haven't you? Oh, we got a question in from Alive Fortune. Hey, Pez, do you reckon there is any games that would make better Final Fantasy games than actual Final Fantasy games? Like, would you say Expedition 33 would make a better Final Fantasy game than Final Fantasy 16? Wow, that's a really good question. That's a really good question, especially Final Fantasy related and such, making it a very good question. Now, look, I am not going to create the... I don't want to like throw my voice into the Expedition 33 is doing Final Fantasy better than Final Fantasy. That's not what I'm about. There are other people out there that do that. That's not me. But there are other RPGs out there that I think influence the RPG genre in a very positive way and can push it forward. That I think Square Enix can find inspiration from. Some of those being, yes, Expedition 33 is one of them. I would also say RPGs like, excuse me, I was going to sneeze. Fucking hell. I would say RPGs like Persona. I would even go back to say RPGs like Suikoden, Breath of Fire, Wild Arms. But the thing is, I'm going to go through and say every RPG. If I was to, okay, let's take Expedition 33 out of it because I don't want to cause an argument. But if I was to pick a non-Final Fantasy game that could really hold its own in the Final Fantasy, as a Final Fantasy title, and a lot of people know that this was already meant to be a Final Fantasy game, was the original Xenogears. If you've never played the original Xenogears on the PlayStation 1, it was originally meant to be Final Fantasy VII, but Square Enix deemed it too dark and too disturbing to actually be a Final Fantasy title. And the sad thing is, because it was actually pushed aside, and then the Final Fantasy VII we know now as being the Final Fantasy VII we know now, that game, I guess, the budgets were cut, time wasn't put into it. Like, literally, the second disc of that game is someone pulls up a chair, sits down, and they tell you what you do. That's a little bit of a spoilerish. Like, but it goes without saying that the second disc is known to be, like, is quite infamous. It's very story-heavy. But, for a game that covered so many like important topics, and especially for like 1998, if that game ever got a remake, I would be so happy. But if Final Fantasy 17, 18, 19 decided to lean heavily on elements from Xenogears and make that game happen as a Final Fantasy game, oh my god, that would be a 10 out of 10. But what do you guys reckon? Is there an RPG out there that you feel that could become a Final Fantasy game? And another thing is too, what I think, and I think this is very important to mention too, for those that like tend to rip on Final Fantasy is that franchise that we hold to a standard, okay? When we think of RPGs, usually Final Fantasy is the first one that pops into head. Not for everybody, so if you're going to jump in and comment and say, oh, not for me, I get it, it's not everybody. But you can't deny that Final Fantasy definitely holds its place up there. And I think that's a thing to remember, like one thing to respect about Final Fantasy. As long as it's been in the game and as how much like positive memories it leaves with people and some negative memories. The reason why some people hate on certain Final Fantasies is because Final Fantasy means a lot to them. You got to remember that. People don't just hate on Final Fantasy for just the pure love on it. A lot of people hate on certain Final Fantasies because other Final Fantasies meant so much to them and they wanted it to hold up to a standard to them. So that's why you'll never see me shit on a Final Fantasy game, except Final Fantasy 2, that game's poo. But I actually really respect what Final Fantasy has done for the genre. And I wonder what the RPG genre would be like if Final Fantasy never existed. Because of like what we call the golden era of Final Fantasies, that inspired that music. Because of the golden era of Final Fantasy that inspired a lot more games to come, who knows what, like Expedition 33 probably never would have existed, Maybe we would have never have gotten a Shadow Hearts. Maybe we never would have gotten Sea of Stars, You know, Chrono Trigger wouldn't have existed. You know, I know Chrono Trigger came out back then, but, you know, there's so much that I think the genre owes Final Fantasy. And also quite a lot of fans, too. So that's why you won't see me throwing, like, massive shade when the company slips up or they make a bad decision or they make a game that's, like, not overly positively received. Because you know, call me a blind fool, but I kind of hang on to the hope that, you know, maybe there'll be a Final Fantasy that comes out that just, like, really just shatters my expectations and just busts through that ceiling. So, but anyway, that's the joy of living with nostalgia. Paz, which Final Fantasy game is this song from? I'm thinking Final Fantasy X. It is Final Fantasy X. All right, anyway, we've spoken enough. We got to get into this fucking game. We've got hours of corridor walking. We're gonna be walking up and down a corridor, and we can't get to the end of this PowerPoint presentation if we're not there. Go now. There's no plan to do or to die. Alright, bye-bye music. Alright, okay. Corridor walking time. Alright, start that timer. Actually, let me just finish my drink. We gotta do Warmech, and then we are bloody, what do you call it? Going straight for chaos. If we have time, we'll do some Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah, no, I'm still drinking. Now I'm done. Right. Have a quick drink. All right. How good's water, chat? All right. Did I miss any? Oh yeah, Tublin, thank you so much, chat. We are only 20 subs. Holy fuck. We are only 20 subs away from 700, by the way. Thank you so much, everybody. Did I miss any subs earlier? It was just Tublin and the biddies. Thank you, Zoddy, for the biddies. All right. Does anyone think we'll ever get a new Final Fantasy that feels like... Oh, that's literally what we were just talking about. Alright. Okay, we're gonna get... We spent all our money. We spent close to 1 million gil just max buying every item in the game. Okay, and we'll just be doing this all the way. Which maid has the best fit and why is it White Mage? That's a really good question. Probably one of the best out there. I would have to say, oh god, out of all the mages and why is it White Mage? It'd have to be Lulu, I reckon. She's just... It takes a certain individual to have a shit ton of belts, you know? Not everybody can pull off that many belts. Oh, look at this sandworm. Well, this isn't Resonance supposed to feel like Octopath? Well, it's made from the same team. It's made from the... Was it Team Asano, I think, is working on it as well. But yeah. I asked a question. Do you think there'll be another XCOM or is that a dead IP? I reckon there'll be another XCOM. I mean, I have a lot of faith. Out of all the like when I worked at 2K, I worked at 2K by the way. When I worked at 2K, one of the my favorite dev teams to work with was Firaxis. I have a lot of faith. I don't have any inside information, I'll just say that. I think Firaxis has a very strong history, like strong future ahead of them because they're just such a banging team. Hey Pez, would you like to see a new Tactics Ogre? I would like to see a new Tactics Ogre. Yeah. I would like to see a new Tactics Ogre. I was playing Civilization today actually. Is 2D HD, but that's yeah. So if you ever played the mobile game Brave Exodus, that's what Final Fantasy Resonance is. But they're getting rid of all the gotcha motherfucker stuff in it. I'm so confident that we will. As long as Warmech doesn't escape, I think. You can't really hear the game. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we're going back to Warmech. We fought him twice last night. One he killed us, and the other one he ran away. How's the audio chat? Is it good? I'm trying to find a good mix. We should have been a good. We went up. We went up 11 levels last night just trying to find him. I'm not doing all beastries. I know. Okay, all right. Okay, I'm not doing beastries. All right. I'm trying to get all chests. Chests are things that we are doing. I'll check the beastries when we're done. I can make it a goal to go back. There is also, like, while I'm 100%, I'm trying to 100% everything. There is a line I draw when it comes. We call it the Pez %. When someone goes, oh yeah, 100%ed it, you know, I beat all the bosses, you know, collected all the items, you know, stuff like that. Oh, did you max level everybody? No, but I don't really need to. It's like with like Breath of Fire 3, right? You can max level everybody, but I think the last time you get an ability from everybody is like level 50, I think. Yeah, he nuke and dipped last. It wasn't. What are you talking about, Cold Robot? That wasn't great. It was a fucking kick in the head. Okay, why hasn't they done a Final Fantasy X prequel to? Yeah, I reckon. Well, we just need to be vocal. We just need to be vocal. Just remember, chat. If you want something, yell at Square Enix. We need everybody as a collective to yell at Square Enix. Yeah, how do I get a job at speedrun, like speedrun.com or speedrun.net or whatever it is, and get them to add a Pez %? Is it okay? Ignoring Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy, we already got our prequel for Final Fantasy VII. But is there a Final Fantasy game where you want to see a prequel that isn't Final Fantasy X? Sorry, you might hear the vacuum going on behind me. My wife's just vacuuming outside the door. Isn't it Strangers of Paradise? Oh yeah, then you got Strangers of Paradise too. Yeah, I forgot about. Final Fantasy 12, yeah, I would like to see the whole, like, the Dynast King. 9 would be good too, to see, like, how Garland tried to merge the crystals together. Where are we going? We go, I think down bottom. Yeah, over here. Oh, the question was, which Final Fantasy would you want to see a prequel for that isn't Final Fantasy X, 1, or 7? Nine would be good. Well, 8 doesn't need one because its ending triggers its beginning. It does the Final Fantasy 1 thing, so... When Squall, spoiler alert, when Squall goes back and Ultimecia gives her powers to Matron, she then tells Cid, and then she talks to Squall, and Squall explains what happens, and young Squall's like literally right there, and then that encourages Matron to talk to her husband, Cid, and then they start funding for Garden, and then it fucking repeats itself. Final Fantasy plays the King of Lucius and B's entourage. Well, I mean, you do have that for Final Fantasy 15. You have... There's a game called Final Fantasy 15 King's Tale where you literally play with his entourage. almost like AOT. Oh, like Attack on Titan sort of thing. Yeah. It's almost like Attack on Titan got Spy Fun. Yeah, true. Well, I never realized it until much later in my life that Final Fantasy VIII literally just pulls that from Final Fantasy 1, because this is what Final Fantasy 1 is. Like Final Fantasy V would have a good prequel, because you know you got the Dawn Warriors, which is like Butts' dad, Galuf, that wolf dude, and some other guy. The Tactics prequel would be interesting, given such. Well, here's the Tactics would be. Oh yeah, I guess like the prequel to Tactics would be like kind of around Rams's father, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, by the way, chat, we are now in the grind for Warmech. And do you know what? I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling confident about the grind for Warmech. You know, I feel like we'll get him. Now, if you don't know what we're doing, all right, for those of us just jumping in, if you don't know what we're doing, Final Fantasy 1 has one of the first ever super bosses. Even though it's not a boss, it is one of the first ever super hard fights, bosses in any video game. It was in Final Fantasy 1. There may have been others, I can't remember. But what we need to do, he is a random encounter here with a very low percentage of spawning. Okay, now we just need to have a lot of faith and be positive in ourselves that he will appear. And when he appears, he is a very difficult fight, as we've all seen. He's a very difficult fight. So, but if you want to get 100% of this game, you need to fight Warmech, and he can only be found in this corridor in the Flying Fortress. Okay, so we just need to be positive, stay focused, and yeah, you know, just keep believing that he will appear. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? We haven't even had the timer running. Why is nobody talking about the timer? Okay, do you know that will make up for Brian told me about the timer. That will make up for the PowerPoint presentations. Okay. Okay, we could add 5 minutes to it. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate it. I need to make a timer emote, don't I? But it's good. This is how I get to chat with you guys. You got this, Pez. Just don't scare him off. I won't. Honestly, when Warmech appears, you better be ready, alright? So chat, let's be on our toes, okay? So yeah, more IVALICE games to complete the world tour. Yeah, that's essentially more IVALICE games. I have a really good PowerPoint presentation on the timeline of IVALICE, which is... Fellas, if you ever want to woo a lady over, alright? Take him out for a nice dinner, have some drinks, have a nice night dancing, and say, hey, you want to come home and check out my IVALICE timeline PowerPoint presentation? Woo! Either she's going to be running to your place or she's going to be running in the other direction. Either way, you can go home and look at the PowerPoint presentation. Either way. Wasn't about to watch Final Fantasy 2 spoilers, but since I wasn't about to watch Final Fantasy 2 stream because I haven't played it and yet I don't want any spoilers. Let me spoil it for you. Let me spoil Final Fantasy 2 for you. Now, let me stand up and fart on the mic. One sec. Let me. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Want to go home and PowerPoint? Ooh, I haven't done the PowerPoint before. Oh yeah, it's hot. So wouldn't Final Fantasy XII be the IVALICE Ultimate prequel? Yeah, so in the timeline of playable games, Final Fantasy XII is the beginning. There are quite a lot of websites out there with misinformation implying that a lot of the games are rejumbled. But I have facts. Mine is 100% factual, and I've put a lot of fucking effort into it. You'll see so many websites that get like a lot of the games mixed around. Why is this taking so long? We just gotta be. You just gotta be positive. Just gotta be positive. Don't. It's not like we have anywhere to be though. Imagine Final Fantasy 20. They get to connect all the games from maybe. Also, more IVALICE means more Moogle properly dressed. Well, you don't like the dressed Moogles in Final Fantasy IX? All the girl Moogles have little purple vests on. Final Fantasy, you reckon Warmack's guaranteed in 16 more? I reckon it's guaranteed in 20 more subs going off my overall sub count. What are we at? We're was it six? Oh, chat, 69 subs away. Exactly until we unlock Strangers of Paradise. Wow, isn't that crazy? Can we get a round of applause? Wow. Oh no, that's not. There we go. Round of applause. Nice. Really is taking his time, isn't he? Oh, there we go. 100% all of them is a dedicational. Thank you. I am very dedicational. I appreciate it. And a dedicational to you too. Come on. For fuck's sake, come on! This is taking so long.
Shut up, Pez! No one cares!
Yeah, I could do a video, right? I could do a video around. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate it. I could do a video around like literally the 7 stages of like the 7 stages of fighting Warmack. It's like, all right, guys, let's go. I'm really positive. And it's like doubt. It's like, oh man, I don't know how. Man, we've been doing this for a while. Do you think you will come? And then it'll be like, oh, for fuck's sake, come on. Where are you at? What is the point? Then what would it be like? Oh man, this is a fucking joke. This is a shit game mechanic. I don't know how the fuck. Like, this is just a shit game mechanic. I don't understand how anybody finds this enjoyable. And then it will go to, then it will like, what is it? Then it will go, what would be the next one? Then it'll be like, do you know what? No, this is good. You know, this takes me back to my RPG roots. Like, it's so good to be just like grinding, finding enemies. It's like a little bit of a treat. And, you know, I get to play Final Fantasy. You know what? This is fun. And then the next one will be like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? I'm 38 years old, walking up and down a pixel corridor. Like, what the fuck? Like, what am I even doing? I have a wife and kids. Why am I not spending time with them? It's like, I give up. I'll then be like, what would be next? Be like, I give up. Like, I just don't get it. I just don't fucking get it. Like, what's the point? Like, why are we even here? Like, why? And then I think the last one will be like, no, I won't let this game defeat me. I am the peak alpha male when it comes to video games. I will not give in to something as simple as a robot made of pixels. And then I'll cut it to like, oh, okay, guys, he's here. Oh, let's go. And then he escapes, and I'll be like, fuck! Oh, I'm gonna do. I actually might do that. I might do that. Here, well, Pez is streaming it. I've been streaming forever. Haven't seen you in forever. What the fuck? I haven't seen you in forever. When's the last time you were in here? I haven't seen. When was the last time I seen you? 2003. I seen you back when. Oh yeah, back then. Yeah, you haven't been here since 2004. I was trying to find someone near invisible giant robot on a very narrow bridge. Like, how did you guys miss it? Yeah. There's how many subs left? Okay. till we get to 700 subs, we have 18 subs left, which is really cool. Also, Science, thank you for the 2 gifted. Sorry, mate, that kind of went past me. Got two gifted subs. So thank you for the 2 gifted subs, and we are 18 subs away. Sorry, mate. I'm going to need War Mech to appear soon. I have to go to work. I'm trying, mate. Mate. Stefan, I am trying. Stefani. Is it Stefan? Stephaniel?
Thank you.
Oh, shit. Let's go. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, chat. Let's get some love for Flying Chinchilla with a 5 gifted. Thank you so much. Bloody appreciate it. Thank you. Chat, if you received a gifted sub, please say thank you. Oh, we need to heal everybody. They're looking rough. Well, look, Bloodfart's probably going to go max level soon, too. I mean, max, thingo. Number OCD kicks in. But thank you for the firebomb. I bloody appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, let's get everybody healed up. I'll do a quick save.
Shut up, Pez.
Oh.
No one cares.
Oh, I care. Thank you so much. Chat, let's get some love. Batty with the 2 gifted. Chat, if you received a gifted subby poop, please say thank you. Ah, whoops. The right answer would have been 6, 7. Oh, 6, 7. Oh, sorry. I didn't. It was 18. Oh, no, you talking to like. Oh, okay. Well, the answer would be 60 now. 6, 7. My bad. Sorry, mate. But yeah, thank you so much, buddy. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Flying Chinchilla. Do you like JoJo? I love JoJo Bizarre Adventure. I even named my my Chihuahua. His full name is Dio Brando. So every time I see him, I'm like, oh, Dio. The world. What? Such a good JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Seasons 1 and 2. Like, everything with Jonathan and Joseph and Jotaro, peak. Absolutely peak. I didn't mind Josuke and what's the name? Is it Giovanni? I didn't mind those. I'm kind of like, I'm trying to go through Stone Ocean at the moment. But yeah. Yeah. You're gonna forget to heal. Yeah, I've got to like. I gotta get really careful. I know Nuke does. I gotta make sure no one drops underneath. Oh, is it Giorno? I was gonna actually start JoJo's Bizarre Adventure again. It's been like, oh, the Pillar Man arc is like, I think in terms of like peak JoJo, it goes Stardust Crusaders, Pillar Men. I'm not the biggest fan of the Jonathan and Dio arc, like the very start of it. I'm not like, it's okay. It's just not great though. It's more like, it's just funny dialogue. Like, I like Speedwagon. Like, Speedwagon was like my favorite character in the first season. I even named my roleplay character after him. But yeah, the Pillar Man arc is so... I think Joseph in Stardust is hilarious, but Jonathan in... I've actually got a... Funny enough, I don't really buy... I buy... Every time I see a Vegeta pop vinyl, I'll go and buy it. Or Funko Pop, whatever we call them. I'll buy it, but I never buy anything else. But I saw a Jonathan Joestar one. No, I keep saying Jonathan. Joseph Joestar one, and I bought it. Because I love Joseph. He's so fucking funny. Well, Steel Ball Run, they did the first episode, but they're like spreading them out so far apart. Chat, we have a hype train. Shit, I didn't notice this. Chat, we have a hype train. 1 minute left. Level 3. We are currently 11 subs away from getting to 700. If we don't get there, I won't care because you guys have been so supportive already. You're the one keeping Funko alive. I keep the Vegeta Funkos alive. I own every Vegeta that exists. and Funko, I own. I always buy them. In my opinion, Vegeta, right? Vegeta has the best arc and character development out of any character across all of anime, alright? How do you go from being a world-destroying badass who does not give a fuck how many billions upon billions of people he has killed to being domesticated to wearing a pink shirt and taking his son to like the theme parks and shit like that. That was like, I know, if I had to be a father, I want to be like Jogita. Like, when I wanted to become a father, I wanted to be just like Vegeta. If you put Vegeta and Goku side by side, right? Goku's never beaten Vegeta, right? Vegeta actually managed to pull Bulma. Vegeta has like a really good family. He is a really good father. He's actually made like on the same level as Goku, even though Vegeta's done quite a lot of bad shit. You know, obviously he's killed billions of people, but we can sweep that shit under the rug, all right? Because, you know, he's a father now. But, you know, he's dedicated. He has pride in his heritage. He just tries to push himself forward. He sees how good a healthy rival can be. Yeah, and unlike Goku is a piece of shit who can't read or write. He can't drive a car. He doesn't have a job, you know. He just pretty much just used Chi-Chi to just fucking make food, and I'm assuming from time to time have coitus. But yeah, there's no level of respect Goku has for Chi-Chi. And Vegeta, honestly, I think everybody should strive to be like Vegeta. Even Vegeta, when he was under Majin Buu's influence, he was still a better father than... He was still a way better father than Goku was. Oh, I mean, do you know what's crazy, right? Out of all the shit that has happened in Dragon Ball Z, how have we not found a way to bring back Raditz and Nappa? Like, I don't know. It's just, it's crazy that they haven't been brought back. Hey, Mega Migs, how are you, mate? Good seeing you. But no kissing as per Dragon Ball Super. Goku didn't kiss till then. Yes, but, like, it didn't. Yeah, shouldn't be that long. Wait, what are we talking about? How is it a 1 in 16 spawn? It shouldn't take this long. It's still randomized. Still randomized. You can be here for 5 hours. You could be here for 1 minute. We were here yesterday and appeared in the first 8 minutes, and then it took an hour later for it to appear. It's all RNG. Fronting a super band with Frieza selling Goku in hell. Is Raditz met like I like Dragon Ball Z and I've probably seen every Dragon Ball episode, but it's one of those ones that I put in the background. Did Raditz get mentioned at all beyond the Saiyan saga? Like, did Raditz and Nappa ever get mentioned again? Because I feel like they're like the brother of Goku certainly is a big deal. And then they pull out this. Doesn't Vegeta have a younger brother? Like, what is that a thing? I suppose to be 36 degrees there. I believe it will slow in less than 5 encounters after all. Nappa and Raditz don't have any meaning to the characters either. Does Bardock's and other Saiyans. Why would you bring them back? Because it'd be cool to see him come back. Imagine Raditz coming back, and then all of a sudden he's like, oh shit, like everybody's blue now. I just want to see them see it. Yeah, what was Vegeta's younger brother? It was like Turnip or something like that. Oh, that's right, because there was that thing where, like, in Hell where everybody came back, right? Because then they had that Super Android 17, right? Okay, can you tell me this, right? Was Android 16 and 17, are they... No, was it 18? No, was it 17 and 18. Is it 17 and 18? Yeah. Android 17 and 18. Are they humans that had android parts put into them, or were they originally full-bodied androids? Because I know Krillin used the Dragon Balls to make 18 normal. They were humans because they were brother and sister. They were humans. Okay. Okay, gotcha. Well, I mean, but I thought they were like androids that were then used because when Krillin used the Dragon Ball to make 18 normal. I gotta go back and watch it. It's been so long since I watched. I'm missing context, but I thought. Apparently, Akira Toriyama fucking hated Vegeta. Vegeta was his most hated creation, which upsets me because it's his greatest creation. So 16 isn't actually, yeah, because 16, I know 16 is an android, but yeah, we never, yeah. Anyway. Piccolo, man, everybody's a better dad than Goku. A fucking bloody a rock on the side of the road has more bloody solid footing than Goku when it comes to being a dad. Hellful. Hell. Heal. But 18 becomes fully human, yeah. I'm glad I'm not a gambler because I already lost. Like, oh, it will appear. It will appear. I just got to remember to, because I'm not even looking at the game. I'm just getting into a fight, hitting an auto fight. King Yemma was a better dad. I wanna know what, like, how did Yamcha and Bulma actually break up? Like, were they actually dating at a point? Or were they kind of like pseudo together, and then like between the Frieza saga and the Cell saga they broke up, and then Vegeta and Bulma did the old sideways shuffle. So they were dating at one point, right? Okay. It will appear. We just gotta hang on. We gotta have faith, chat. We gotta have faith. We gotta believe in ourselves. They dated before Dragon Ball Z. Yeah. Do you know? I've never actually seen the original Dragon Ball. Could it be that Yamcha was beaten by Vegeta? Maybe. I mean, who would you want to be with? We want to be with, like, the Prince of all Saiyans. Would you want to be the Prince of all 5 Saiyans? Or would you want to be the baseball star Yamcha? Dragon Ball is sick. I low-key like it more than Dragon Ball Z. Really? Oh, okay. There you go. Yeah, I have no knowledge of, like, the Red Ribbon Army and, you know, there's a General Tao and stuff like that. Yeah, someone told me the tournaments were the best, because that's when, like, Tien was, like, a bad guy at one point. It was like everybody that Goku's friends with now was at one point a rival. The only one that he was never an enemy with was, like, Krillin, right? Because they were friends who trained together, but they were, like, essentially sparring partners. Vegeta just replaced Krillin. That's really all it came down to be. Krillin kind of hit his limit. A lot of Dragon Ball is really cool, and OG is just fun and silly. Yeah, right. What other animes did you grow up with? I didn't watch Naruto until I was, oh god, how old was I when I watched Naruto? I would have been like 25 when I watched Naruto for the first time. Like, I was pretty new to Naruto. I got into Naruto as it was like getting towards the ninja, the Great Shinobi War. But like, I think my favorite, like the best anime character of all time that isn't Vegeta, has to be Might Guy from Naruto. I love Might Guy. I think he's amazing. There's never a time when he's on scene. There's never a time when Might Guy's on screen. I'm like in the back of my head. I'm like, oh fuck yeah, it's Might Guy. Hell yeah. But you know something's good's gonna happen. I want to get into One Piece, but I just don't think I can. I don't have it in me. I just don't have it in me. I just don't have it in me. It's just it's too much. But isn't Netflix doing like a more condensed version of the anime? Because I know they got. Because I actually like my first experience with it. Oh, Samurai Champloo was so good. Samurai Champloo is probably the second best anime ever made, right behind Full Metal Alchemist. Mugen and Gene. Some of the best music. For an anime that's not based around music, it's so heavily music inspired, you know? Heavy music and hip hop, and yeah, it's so good. We need a Samurai Champloo remake or remaster. Well, Krillin got accepted by Master Roshi for gifting them porn magazines. Could you imagine, right, that one day you're giving an old man a few magazines of porn, and then that led you down a path where you are then one of the contestants in the Tournament of Power to save your universe. If you never got that porn, that porno for an old man, who knows? Who knows where your life could have been, right? So chat, next time, you know, you think like, well, that's weird. Maybe just think, where could this lead? Where could this lead? It's not Netflix. Netflix is making a live action. It's Studio WIT. Oh, there we go. Studio WIT or WIT. Are they the ones that did Vinland Saga? I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I don't want to say this because it's so embarrassing. I've never watched Cowboy Bebop. I've never watched Cowboy Bebop. I gotta watch Cowboy Bebop. Attack on Titan's go. Attack on Titan's good. What, you were invalid? That's crazy. It just never popped up. I promise you I'll watch it. I promise you I'll watch it. I promise you I'll watch it. Alright. Did you say Vinland Saga? Yeah, was it Vinland Saga that WIT make? Is that them that makes that? The one how like it starts and it's like a bunch of dudes on a motorbike and it's like they're like just showcasing how cool their animation is. I will start watching it. I'll do it right after I watch all of the I'll do it after we watch the bloody all of what's that One Piece. Have they found the One Piece yet? Chat. I don't care if you spoil it. Have they found the One Piece, or have they gotten like somewhat close to it, or do they know where it is? They haven't got the One Piece. Have they gotten close to it? They are kind of close. Tell me. Okay. Not even close in the manga. Okay, it is close to the end. They still don't know where it is. If they get to the One Piece, right? They get to the One Piece. Let's say they get to the One Piece and it's a chest or something like that. They open it up. And it's just a letter from Gold Rogers that says, the journey that led you here. Oh, my fuck! Oh, my God. Okay. Everybody, shut up. Okay. Oh my God, we should have healed. We're in such a bad position. Oh, it's not enough. Okay, that's enough. Oh my god, thank god. Don't you fucking run away. I'm not saying anything. Yes! Oh! Let's go! Let's fucking go! Oh, yeah, come on, chat. Let's feel it. Oh, hands in the air, chat. Let's fucking make some noise. Oh, man, I'm feeling that. Can you feel that aura? Doesn't that just get you fucking pumped? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right. All right, let's finish the game then. All right, it's done. Oh, I don't pick up my controller. Thank God for that. Yeah, we did it.
Thank you.
Oh, let's go hat with the fight bomb. Thank you so much, mate. Chat, let's get some love. Thank you. Chat, if you received a bloody subby poo, then please say thank you. Got my phone really. One sec. Alright, cool. Yeah, thank you so much, mate. Bloody appreciate it.
Thank you.
Oh, shit, who's that? Oh, Chi Thong. Thank you so much, chat. Dude, thank you so much. Due to the 5 gifted. Oh, we just hit bloody thingamajiggy. Let me update that. Thank you so much. Now we're only 50 away from unlocking Strangers of Paradise. Let's get ready to dive into the final act. Dude, how good's the feeling when you get it? All right. Believe it or not, that fight's meant to be harder than than Garland. Meant to be, but Garland can really fuck you over with his status effects. All right. Whew. Day's complete. Oh, thank you. Oh shit, sorry. Did I miss some stuff over on TikTok? Thank you for the heart, Brian. Super GG, confetti, game controller, Super GG, manifestation, Super GG, appreciate it. And tongue my, what's your name? Tongue my fight box 8. Thank you for the Super GG. But for real though, for the new anime, I can't, in good conscience, recommend the old anime for pacing. Oh yeah, I've tried. Me and my son tried to. It's not my son. Me and my daughter tried to watch it. Strangers of Paradise story gets really good halfway through it. It's like, it gets really dark. It's a really good game. Hey, Leanne. Sorry, I missed you there, Leanne. How are you? Alright. Alright, it's go time. It's go time. Actually, one thing I never did before. I want to talk to Matoya before we... Does she have anything to say? You're still here? I don't need you anymore. So be on your way. Huh. You're not as attractive as I thought you'd be. What the fuck? Wait. Can I... Wait, how do I... Yeah, oh, there we go. That's okay. Okay, well, fuck you then. Alright, Chaos Shrine. It's go time, guys. Let's have a quick rest. Man, I was worried that was going to take a few hours, honestly. That was, I was starting to stress there a little bit. That did take... What's the time? That took 45 minutes for us to get that thing to spawn. Matoya was a minx in her youth. Yeah, right. You reckon Matoya loved to give the old banana massage, huh? Alright. Actually, before we go on, we probably should save. Alright, okay, there is a bit of lore here. And we're going to go over it. We're going to go over it, okay? And we get the lore from the bats. Now, see there's 5 bats here? They talked about there was 5 warriors from the Lunarians that were trying to defeat Chaos and the Fiends, and they got cursed. The curse of the Fiends changed us into these forms and prevented us from speaking. The light of the crystals has enabled us to speak again. We are Sky People. We came to this shrine in attempts to locate the source of the world's ruin. That was 400 years ago. So they've just kind of been just flapping around here for the past whatever years. Pez, can you see me over here? I can. Oh, sorry. I think auto saves when he leaves the area. So I can see. Sorry, I have barely been reading chat that much, dude. I've been kind of like locked in. Sorry, Brian. The light will open up the portal. The portal will transport you 2,000 years into the past to the beginning of the time loop. Since the light of the 4 crystals on the black crystal in the center of the chamber, doing so will open a time portal to the shrine as it existed 2,000 years ago. All right, so we're going back in time now, chat. Get ready to hold onto your butts. All right. You focus the light of the 4 shining crystals, fire, earth, water, and wind, on the black crystal. The flow of time surges and space begins to warp. Just one step forward and you will travel back 2,000 years in time. All right. Do you know what that means, chat? Now, we are going from the Chaos Shrine to the Temple of Chaos. After restoring the 4 crystals, the warriors of Alliance learned that the true source of the world corruption lies 2,000 years in the past. Using the power of the crystals, they travel back in time to the Chaos Shrine, where Garland rescued by the death of the 4 fiends, rescued from death by the 4 fiends, has become Chaos. In a self-sustaining time loop, Chaos sends the fiends 2,000 years into the future to corrupt the crystals, ensuring the warriors will defeat them, returning to the past and create the very events that allow Garland to become Chaos. By defeating him, the warriors of light can shatter, not saying they will, can shatter, can finally shatter the paradox, ending the endless cycle and restoring history to its proper course. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, there is... Now, we talked a little bit at the start what the word chaos means. Now, a lot of people can... Not everybody, but some people could, I guess, seem chaos as a bad thing. But chaos is neither good or bad. What chaos is literally the meaning of something missing. Something that was supposed to be there that is not. Something that has broken a certain cycle in order. Something that is not supposed to be has created chaos. And chaos is a disruption of good and evil. Okay, so what this temple literally is the temple of nothing. Now, it doesn't mean like, oh, it's just empty. No, what it is a temple that represents the source and the meaning of everything that is nothing. When there should be something, there is nothing. And when there is nothing with direction, no rules, no regulations, no right, no wrong. It is just chaos. And that is essentially what we are fighting against here, is that we are creating a loop that leads to nothing, and we're trying to break the order of chaos to bring back in the sense of order. So yeah. Anywho, because in the terms of order, order can also be a bad thing. You know, a cycle of order that is a negative cycle can be bad too, or can be positive. But the idea is chaos and order needs to work hand in hand, but currently in this world, chaos reigns supreme and there is no order. And this temple stands against everything that is that. Was it originally always the Temple of Chaos? Was it built this way? I don't know. I would love to expand on it a lot more. I could probably do some deep diving into the Strangers of Paradise. But yeah. Anywho, I do have a bit of a... The next one I'm going to do is one on the Seal of Solomon. And it's not really to do with Final Fantasy, but it represents quite a lot with what we're about to see. And if you don't know what the Seal of Solomon is, feel free to go Google it. But we will talk about it very soon. All right, what do you think about that, chat? Was that worth 100 gifted subs? I think so too. All right. Okay, where are we at? So we are now 2,000 years in the past, and the enemies are exactly the same. The difference is they had polished floors back then. Someone had a floor buffer. Chat, we are one sub. I'm just going to point out, we are one sub away from 700. That's crazy. No refunds on that, eh? Wait, what's that? No refunds. That was close. Pez nearly forgot I had water on the stove for some... Oh, shit. Sorry. I think it's the top left we go to. Alright. I would like to get a bachelor's of Final Fantasy. Oh shit! Dino P, thank you for the 5 gifted. Chat. There we go, we're over 700. Holy shit, thanks everybody. Fuck, I haven't been there for ages. I'm so lost at the moment. Oh no, we go down bottom right. Okay, we'll go bottom left. We'll go bottom. I'm gonna be crazy. I'm gonna go bottom left. Can't remember which way to go. Thank you so much, Chad. If you received a gifted sub, please say thank you. Thanks, Brian. Appreciate it. Coming to that thrilling conclusion. Whenever we can... I don't think we'll beat it before 13 hours, but... we got like 20k... Oh, we do have 20k likes. Thanks, man. Brian, thank you for the confetti as well. I knew it would be a dead end. I fucking knew it. Not with that attitude. Yeah. I thought... Okay, yeah, we went the wrong way. There's so many wrong ways to go in this game. As Pez mentioned how ripped those golems are. They're swole as shit. Look at those 6-pack. They're jacked as hell. Oh, the golems who assumed the position of the warrior light. I forgot about these guys. Assumed the position. I just like... How many times have you gone to the beach and you see someone like prepping for a pose like that? Yeah, we did Warmech. Yeah, we did. We got him on the first... Totally got him on the first try. Yeah, we got it. We got him. What were we talking about? Okay, yeah, we'll talk before Warmech appeared. So, okay, with One Piece, right? If you're a fan that's been watching One Piece all the way, and they finally get to the One Piece, and it's in a chest, they open it up, and in it is a letter from Gold Rogers that says, the journey was the One Piece all along. And then that's it. Like, would that really disappoint you? Like, do you reckon that could be possibly one of the worst conclusions to a video game? To a anime? And would mostly be okay. Yeah? Okay, this is something I'm saying it from the outside. Hi, I only saw shorts from Marathon, mostly Final Fantasy II. Got there by algorithm while building Final Fantasy Magic Gathering deck. Failed to find video from you about what game is best to enter the genre for Final Fantasy franchise. Final Fantasy X. Welcome in, by the way, El Marto on YouTube. Final Fantasy X, in my opinion, is the best entry level. It is like smack bang in the middle. It's got a good story, good gameplay, very easy Final Fantasy, especially with it being ATV. Where are we going? We're gonna go. Is there any chest? I love this map. I guess we're just going straight down. Yeah, 10 for me. 10 is easily the best entry. It still stands up, like graphically, it's still a beautiful game. But I would say if you want more of a traditional Final Fantasy in terms of like pixel, I would start with Final Fantasy IV. Yeah, what if the One Piece was like one piece of treasure, like one single coin, like one gold doubloon or something like that? I would be pissed. I'd be so pissed. There's just so, like, I would love to be very knowledgeable about One Piece, but there's just so much, you know? What if it's devil fruit that makes you a god? What if the One Piece is a devil fruit, when you eat it, it removes everybody's devil fruit powers. It, like, returns everybody to normal. Like, that becomes the One Piece. Would that piss you off? Oh, chest. When he says it's something tangible, what does that mean? Like, what does that mean in that context? Now, I'm not saying I don't know what the word tangible means, but... But I think someone in here doesn't know what it means. Can someone explain it better than me? Okay, where we go? I think it's top left, right? Yeah, top left. Someone get Pezithosaurus. Something you can sense, not authority. Oh, okay. There's something you can, okay, so it's something, okay, something physical. I'm only like 800 or so episodes in, and I have a ways to go. Yeah, see, that's insane. I feel like if you watch an anime, you should have a good understanding of the world. Maybe 20 episodes in. You think like how expansive like One Piece is, but then you look at like Full Metal Alchemist, right? How many episodes are in Full Metal Alchemist? Like Brotherhood, like 60 or something like that? Maybe more. Like, I wonder what anime could come out today, right? Like, a new anime comes out now, and then it has a history that can stand up to something like One Piece. It's like with Naruto. If you watch Naruto, if you've never watched Naruto before, you need to like do the whole non-spoiler thing, like. Okay, where are we at now? Okay, we are going over top right. Okay. We need to do like the. There's a website that literally shows you, right, all the fillers. Never really got, but aren't they extinct? What's in? Sorry, I didn't miss that. Oh, a thesaurus. I watched one at 2010 and got caught up in 2016, although I did watch a lot of, yeah. I find myself not watching new animes, because like when I work, if I'm going to watch something, I'll put on an anime that I've watched before or a show that I've watched before, so I can just listen to it. So that way, like, I can visually know what's happening in my head while it's happening, and I can just listen to it. But whenever anything grabs my attention, I'll watch it. But if I watch something new, like, I'll watch it in bed. Like, I finally caught up to Hell's Paradise, which is really good. I stopped, I don't know why, and I was really enjoying it, but I really fell off of My Hero. Like, My Hero was just I just got so, like, bleh over it. which is a shame because it was getting really good. I mean, the last thing I watched... Oh, God, the last thing I watched with My Hero was when Endeavor fights that, like, that Namu thing and nearly gets killed, but then, like, is able to beat it. Which I understand it was a long time ago, but yeah, that's just how far I've... Is there anything in the middle here? Or is it still empty? So I'm really far behind. I watch seasonal anime because I have to binge them or catch up too much. Yeah, lately I've been finding that I'm enjoying more of like the limited, like a time. What would you call it when it's just like one season anime? I wonder. Oh, what's it called? What's the fucking anime called? Jujutsu Kaisen. Is Jujutsu Kaisen the manga still going? I'd be interested to know. Oh shit, Earthfiend. Oh, that's what I mean. One season seasonal. There you go. Oh my god. It's Lich. The Fiend of the Fiends. Let's hit him with Holy. It's a hectic attack. Surprised he's still standing. Cop that. I watched both new and old. There is still a lot of the series. Yeah, right. What a way to die, right? Well, I love dogs. I cuddled 2 dogs on the couch tonight. I like my Chihuahua, but he just licks. He just got this issue where you be sitting there and he just starts licking your arm or licking your elbow and just like, stop fucking licking. Just be cute and stop it. Okay, we gotta go down there. I think there's another one down there. There's like a bunch of rare shit around here. Imagine getting punched out of existence by a man in a periwinkle blue yoga outfit. Jesus Christ. Jujutsu Kaisen has ended. Oh, really? There's that other one that I can't remember the name of it. I just started watching it. It's, oh, what is it? It starts with G. It's got the, it's like, it involves like rubbish and trash and shit like that. Wow, there's literally nothing in here, is there? It's just an empty room. It's like this guy falls from this huge tower thing, and he lands in the world is like covered in rubbish, but there's like rubbish bunches. Gakchikuta, is it Garbage Man Revenge? Well, not quite. Is there a 1,000+ chapter mangas? JoJo has just under 1,000. There you go. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, guy. Garbage Man Revenge. Garbage Man Revenge. The Pit, or is that so? It's called the Pit. I think the Pit would make a way better name for it. At least I could pronounce it. Am I in a dead end? Oh no, no, I'm not dead end. I'm in a good spot. Yeah, my wife and I watched The Pit. The Pit's really good. I was buying all the hardcover JoJo's, but it started to get really expensive, so I stopped. Okay, what do we got here? Protect cloak. All right, who gets the protect cloak? I don't think anybody gets... Oh, no, you guys get the Protect Cloak. Oh, I thought they might have said something. The pit is where someone fell in Parks and Rec. Oh, okay. That's the thing where King Leonidas kicks somebody, right? I've started like I was reading mangas there for a little bit, but I stopped and I started like reading more books. Alexia, I'm currently looking to start the Silmarillion. Everyone tells me it's really good, so yeah. I tried to get into the Wheel of Time. I got like halfway through the first Wheel of Time. And I just... Oh, no, that's a lie. No, I got up to, like, the third or fourth book. And I just stopped. It was so... I don't know, I was really starting to fall off. Sayuki is my favorite anime, favorite manga. I love the art style so much and the characters. Yeah, right. Honestly, when the time on the West where animes weren't popular really made it affordable to, yeah. It was just like shit that nobody really wanted back then. Like now, anime is so accessible, which is good. It's good that so much is accessible, but like it nearly lost its appeal. When like an anime came on TV, no matter what it was, you're like, oh my god, like what the fuck is this? Protect ring. No, he's already got a protect ring. Oh wait, can he? Like, you know, I never liked Ghost in the Shell, but when Ghost in the Shell came on TV, I would watch it. You know, I'd watch it like, oh my god. This is the greatest thing ever. Silmarillion is a hard read, but it's good if you're a fan. Yeah, I'm starting to, like, I don't know, I've been listening to this podcast where this guy references quite a lot of Tolkien's work, and it made me want to dive into it a little bit more. You like take the time. Because taking the time to read chat is fucking really good for you. I think it's really good for your mental health. I'm not like preaching like, you know, do it for your mental health. It's like really good to kind of like get away and just like focus on a book and read a book, or even just listen to an audio book. Yusha, Bleach. I truly tried with Bleach. I really tried with Bleach. I didn't get far into Bleach. I actually stopped. I stopped Bleach when I learnt at the time that Bleach had kind of just ended on and wasn't finished. Like the creator just stopped, and there was just I know they picked it up since, but I just lost all the wind from my sails. I didn't get very far into it. I got up to when the main dude goes into the Shinigami world, and he goes up against this Shinigami who's like this guard of this gate, this giant gate Shinigami dude. He beat him, and then I just never picked it back up. I'm being told it's obviously gets really good, but I don't know. I feel Bleach had quite a few episodes of dodge. I feel like with a lot of the questions that Bleach had, and tell me if I'm wrong, I felt like at the start Bleach felt really rushed, where they were introducing like Like, you know that his mum, something happened to his mum, but then you find out what happened to his mum really quickly, and then they come against the... What's the dude with the bow and arrow? It's like they're like the Shinigami hunters or something. They're like the kind of opposite of... it starts with Q. Is it a Quincy? Like you're like there's a dude that's in his school that's like a Quincy or something like that. And I don't know. It just felt really rushed. It was a Quincy, yeah. Go me from remembering. So. What level are we, by the way? We're level 61. We are so over leveled right now. Don't pick Bleach up. Don't pick Bleach back up. Ain't nothing there but hot girls and disappointment. Ah, that just sounds like the worst. I had a filler season every second season. Oh, really? What I didn't like about My Hero is that it felt like after every serious episode near the end of a season, there was like 3 to 4 more episodes that were just silly, goofy episodes, and I hated it. I just want to follow a story, especially it's you know, like sometimes like when they do fan service in it, like, do you know how there's a lot of animes where at the end of it it's just fan service, where it will just like focus on the female characters. It's like, oh, they're all at the beach, or they're in a spa, or they're sitting at home by candlelight in their pajamas and stuff like that. Sometimes that gets a little much. On a never-ending narrative, yeah. We have a limited time on this earth, and I don't want to spend a whole lot of it watching fucking Winry sitting in a workshop having a bath. Dead. Oh, God, I'm good. The fandom, mainly the weird ones, almost send the community back a whole century like that. Damn, don't lump us in with them. Hey, whoa, I didn't say that. Hey, What is everybody's favorite? If you could pick one anime that you're like, this is the best, hands down, no argument, don't fight me over it. What is your favorite anime? What is the best anime in your opinion? Where are we going now? We're going boom. I am fucking so confused. Where are we going in here? Okay, so we're going. God, I'm already lost. Okay, yeah, I got it. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, yep, hell yeah. Naruto is definitely my favorite. I'm stuck on Jojoba and One Piece. One Piece, Chumplo. I was like, okay, if you could pick one. More people's like, oh, this. Yeah, Brotherhood's so good, isn't it? Brotherhood's so good. I've never seen... that's a lot. I have seen Initial D, but I've seen it like in different... style. Like, I haven't seen it all together. I did pick one. I know you did. Wolf's Rain. Is Wolf's Rain, is that a Studio Ghibli? That's a Studio Ghibli one, right? I could be wrong. Space Daddy. You know, it's not. I could be wrong. Probably am wrong. You know, one that actually I really enjoyed, that really kind of like the way it ends. Even though I know how it ends because it's like it's based on a very old Japanese film. But the Seven Samurai, or Samurai 7, Seven Samurai, like the anime one, I really enjoyed that. I really fucking enjoyed that. And the way it ended too, it ended on such a like wild one. Gurren Lagann's too much. I have a good sense of imagination, but Gurren Lagann is just a little too extreme for me. I got about halfway through Code Geass, but it felt like every time something happened there, it just felt like, now I'm doing this because of this. Well, I prepared for that, so I got this. Yeah, and I kind of fell off it a little bit. And I was really enjoying Black Lagoon there for a bit, but that was another one. It just got boring. It started off really strong, but then it got really boring in my opinion. Hypocrisy Diaries, yeah. Bones did Wolfbane, okay. Gotcha. Right. I know we talked a lot about anime, so sorry about that. Right, we're getting close to the end. Oh shit, we gotta heal. No, I've never seen Trigun. Alright. Now it's just down the middle, right? Yep. Trigun is great, iconic. Yeah, right. From the New World. I wonder when we're gonna get something that like replaces. Do you know how like when we think of like the big animes, we think of like Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, One Piece. You know. What would be like what would be the big animes? Like, let's say if we could name the top 5 animes at all time, what would the top 5 be? You'd have to put Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, One Piece. What would the other 2 be? Would you reckon Attack on Titan would be in there? Sailor Moon, Full Metal Alchemist. Yeah, true. Alright, yeah, Full Metal, I reckon. Yeah, Full Metal. Full Metal's a good shout. Would you say Pokemon is an anime or a cartoon? Pokemon has to be in there. You'd have to put Pokemon in there. Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, Demon Slayer's a good one. Yeah. I don't watch much Demon Slayer. My niece does, and I've been to the movies. I went to the movies with her with next to no context and watched the Infinity Castle with her. It was like a 3.5-hour movie that was just insane. The way it started was hectic. And I had no context what was going on there. Oh no, we're out of temper. Ugh. Well, I guess I can just hit him in the head with a blizzard, I guess. It's all relative. Yeah. Alright. I'd put Attack on Titan there. Season 3 slowed down. Yeah, it's like it slowed down when the music wasn't intense. But I was actually really, very rarely I'm happy with how an anime ends. I was really happy. I was really happy with how Attack on Titan ended. Really, really happy. Okay, the ultimate weapon's down here. Yeah. Had a 20 million budget and collected 700 million. That's wild, right? just shows you, but then like, and then you see these like movies that throw probably it feels like $200 million in marketing and. But like, I mean, I don't really watch movies anymore. Like, I don't. The last time I went to the movie, Demon Slayer was actually the last time I went to the movies. But before that, I don't think I hadn't been in the movie since what do you call it? What's the Deadpool and Wolverine? I enjoyed that. I like the Deadpool movies. But they are the worst movies to watch for a second time. I think because like I feel like those movies are all about like getting. How to put like it's once they like do the joke, it's hard to like enjoy anything else going on. Some of the fight scenes are really cool, but I don't know. Like I think Deadpool 2, as much as I loved it, fuck, it sucked the second time I watched it. Pez, for the games that let you rename characters, are you tracking that on your spreadsheet too? I can if you want me to track that. Oh, you want me to track what the character... You want me to track the names that we use? I can track those if you like. I'm all for that. That's a good shout out. If you think there's anything that I should be tracking during this marathon, please let me know. It's saying with the way video game movies are now, like Sonic and Mario, we need Kingdom Hearts. Do you want? I feel like Kingdom Hearts needs to be its own bloody. It needs to, Kingdom Hearts would have more episodes than Game of Thrones. Man, they fucked Kingdom Hearts. They fucked Kingdom Hearts so much. I think the first mistake they made was when they finished Kingdom Hearts 1, they made Kingdom Hearts 2, and if you weren't really of the age where you had internet or you bought gaming magazines, then you go buy Kingdom Hearts 2, and all of a sudden you're playing somebody else, and Sora's for some reasons in a coma. Like, what the fuck is going on? Oh, you didn't play the PSP version that, that was canon? It's like... 2 points, for Kingdom Hearts, 2.7 point birth, after birth, sleeping with your fucking cousin. Like, if you didn't have chain to your bed ceiling, like, what the fuck? Like, if you didn't play any of that, you don't know what's going on. There's a creator that I work with I help manage some of his brand deals is on YouTube. His name's Suggestive Gaming. He has a 6-hour video on the lore of Kingdom Hearts. It's a really good watch. If you ever want to like throw it on in the background while you're doing stuff, it's really good. I couldn't finish Kingdom Hearts 3. I really tried. I tried so hard with that, but when I realized Final Fantasy characters weren't in the base game, man. I think Suggestive Gaming's like favorite quote is... And it's then revealed. He says that like 1,000 fucking times. Ah, fuck. I lost 8 subs. Shit. I lost 8 subs. We're at 692. That's right. No more subs. We already got heaps of subs today. There's no more subs. We actually hit our daily goal, so no subs. All right, here we go. This fight and one more and we're good to go. Oh yeah, they knew what they were doing when they took it out. They didn't. Their excuse was, oh, we just feel like we didn't need them anymore. We didn't need Final Fantasy characters because we have established characters. Oh, but you kept the Disney characters, and they would have been like, oh yeah, because they're funding the whole fucking game. Is this Final Fantasy 2? It's not Final Fantasy 2. You'll know when I do it because I'll be like screaming for some reason. You're like, what's wrong, Pez? I'm like, oh, I'm just like sitting on a brick of disappointment. Oh my god. I can only imagine how much shit everyone's going to give me when I start playing Final Fantasy 2. I know, Akino, where you go to Final Fantasy worlds. That literally, there are so you could go to every Final Fantasy world. It would be sick. Yeah, I'm asking too. Yeah, we defeated Warmech. Yeah, we defeated Warmech. We're literally one fight away before finishing the game. We're about to see the ending of Final Fantasy 1. If you have not seen it, you're about to see it. Okay, chat. I want you to see this symbol here, right? Okay, see how it's like a star symbol? Well, chat. I am going to introduce you to our second last PowerPoint presentation, which is the Seal of Solomon. Okay, now this is a cool reference, which it's used in quite a lot of video games. But it actually influences quite a lot of I guess in storytelling, people kind of use this symbol. But anyway, this is how it kind of spreads on. So I took a little bit of time to kind of put this together and made sure a lot of this made sense. Okay, the final chamber of the Chaos Shrine is shaped like a hexagram within a circle, a triangle within a circle in the NES version. Okay, likely a reference to the Solomon Seal, the legendary symbol of King Solomon, said to grant dominion over the demons, spirits, and the supernatural forces. Across ancient mythical and occult traditions, the seal symbolizes divine unity, wisdom, protection, and the triumph of order over chaos, making it a fitting area for the final battle against chaos. The source of the time loop is the world's corruption. It symbolizes the reinforcements of the Warriors of Light's ultimate role, breaking the endless cycle of restoration, restoring the balance of the world. Now, I talk a lot in Final Fantasy games about how the arena, the design, the floor you fight on is somewhat falls into the word of a mandala. Now, if you don't know what a mandala is, it's like a circular pattern that has different shapes, and colors and meanings that can tell a story. And Final Fantasy X is so full of them. But back in the day in Final Fantasy 1, when they were limited to how many pixels they could have on screen and text and colors and whatnot, if they were to pick a fitting image to use for the arena for the final battle, they could not have picked a better symbol. I mean, the Seal of Solomon. A lot of people could see this at first glance, might think like, oh, it's like it's like what they use to summon demons and whatnot. But it has like such an extra meaning to it. But it's so funny. It's like Chaos standing in the center of this symbol already shows that he is already standing on the ground where his whole plan is put into motion and breaks. But when we play Final Fantasy Strangers of Paradise, this is what Jack Garland actually wants. When he becomes Garland and then Chaos, he wants to become Chaos to bring all the chaos in him to then have the Warriors of the Light destroy it, so then it's all gone. I won't expand more on that, but so you know, the true hero of Final Fantasy 1 isn't just the Warriors of Light, it is Garland himself. But we don't know any of this in this game because the lore gets expanded on, obviously, in many, many years to come. But anyway, I thought that was a really cool thing to bring in. But let's talk about Chaos. All right. Chaos takes his names from the primordial void, the Greek mythology. The formless state that exists before creation and the source of which the cosmos emerges. In Final Fantasy, Garland is resurrected 2,000 years in the past by the four fiends and transformed into Chaos, creating the self-perpetuating time loop that sends the fiends into the future to corrupt the crystals and ensure his own rebirth. As the embodiment of disorder and antithesis of the crystal's light, and harmony, chaos becomes the series of an architectural type final boss, establishing the enduring theme across the versus chaos that would define the future of many Final Fantasy stories. Okay, so for those, obviously, if you don't understand, if you don't know what Final Fantasy 1 is, obviously it's the first Final Fantasy, and here we are looking at the first main antagonist. But it is literally like one of the stories as old as time. It's like, oh, this is the bad guy, you know, beat the bad guy. But they did a really good job for how limited they had. You know, I guess time, funding. You know, even on the programs they used, like I said before, they had limited pixels, they had limited color, they had limited sound. There was not a lot of storage on a fucking cartridge back then. But I think Sakaguchi and the team, a team of 7 people, created what is and always will be possibly one of the most important pieces of media in the RPG genre, if not in all of gaming. Okay, I would also argue, you know, Grand Theft Auto 5, Grand Theft Auto 6 is arguably going to be like, you know, probably, you know, I mean, Grand Theft Auto 6 will probably be the biggest media entertainment on the planet. But I'm not saying Final Fantasy inspired any of that, but it is definitely one of the pillars in a large room of pillars that hold the gaming industry up. And when it comes to the RPG genre, you can't deny the influence that this game and this little tiny game had on a franchise, and to a lot of people. I mean, look at me. I'm fucking 38 years old, and I'm a VTuber wearing a cone on my head. But I'm also surrounded by all you lovely people. So let's get some love in the chat for what Final Fantasy is, and for those that really appreciate it. I do really enjoy this series. I think it's a big part of my life. And I appreciate everything that's. I mean, I'm making a PowerPoint presentation on it too, but I do recognize that this series is a fucking banger of a series. So anyway, chat, that is in a whole the end of my PowerPoint presentation. This was, how many slides was it? It was 27 slides. This will be accessible for you all to see, but I do hope that you all enjoyed it. And I'm glad. I hope you enjoy the presentations to come. So yeah, and this is just a small taste of what this marathon will hold. But anyway, let's put a fucking let's bury this fucking game. What do you reckon? All right, let's get into it. Oh, where's my? Can't see chat. All right, there we go. Hell yeah. That is everything though, right? There's no other chest in here. This will probably be the last random encounter too. What I do want to see though is... I must have missed out on the weapon. There's a weapon that we could use. There's a weapon that casts Saber. Maybe I don't have it. Huh. Interesting. Okay, we've just made the final fight a bit harder for ourselves. Ah, doesn't matter. There's a lovely presentations. They are a nice nugget of knowledge. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. One of my dream roles is being a lore historian for video games. Do it! Make that dream a reality. Not gonna lie, I did hate the Final Fantasy series. I think it was overrated, but playing 16 and currently playing 5 and watching all your content, Pez, makes me realize how much I love Final Fantasy. Pez, you are such a handsome content creator. I bet you have a nice set of lips, and your Final Fantasy content is peak. And it's really changed my view on the Final Fantasy series. Freedom 1823. That was a very lovely thing to say, especially about my lips. But no, I'm glad you're getting into the series, and I'm glad you're changing your point of view. Yeah, you guys all like my big PP? Yeah. All right, chat. Let's do it. Alright, there's nothing else to do except for cat. Oh, okay, it was one more random fight. one more random fight. Oh, my controller, shit. Ugh, thank you. Don't know how I was playing without it. Nice set. He brought it up, Brian. He brought it up, mate. Okay, I did put a lot of effort into that PowerPoint presentation, so I'm glad you all liked it. Do you remember me? I was once the most renowned knight in Cornelia. But now, 2,000 years from now, you killed me. I am Garland. Oh, you defeated me then? But the four great forces saved me by sending me back through time. Once here, I was sent the four fiends into the future. They shall once again rise the four great forces to send me into the past. In 2,000 years, I will remember none of this. Hey, gamer. But I will be reborn again, so even as you die again and again, I shall return, born again into this endless cycle that I've created. This is it. This music's so cool too. Alright. So what we will be doing here is we'll be doing just this. Okay, we start by hasting. Pretty much our damage dealer is Kirk. Kirk will be our damage dealer, and we will do constantly be trying to buff him up and healing. Because even though you could be coming in this fight very prepared, Chaos can fuck you up if you're not prepared. This fight can be incredibly easy or incredibly hard. Depends. RNG is a big factor in it too. All right. Oh god, he hits hard too. Oh. Alright, this should hit over 1,000. 2,000? You know, honestly, we're like one hit away from ending him. We've had a good start to this. Oh, fuck, I thought that was it then. I really thought that was it then. This should be it. This should be it. This should be it. We can call time. Oh no, fuck. I thought that would have been it. Hey, he fucking hates Kirk. Okay, this has to be it. This has to be it. This has to be it. Oh my god, he's still alive. What the fuck? That's it. No, okay. Okay, this has to be it. Oh no, Jerry Seinfeld's down. I'm pretty sure this next hit from Kirk will be it. Ready? Oh my god, what the fuck? Okay. God damn it, why is this taking so long? Oh no. Oh, that's slowing his attack. We're not going to do as much damage now. Because he slowed his haste down. Okay, okay. What we got to do here is... There's Remedy. Remedy, attack. Oh, he's only got one healer. That's time! We did it! Chat! Let's go. Let's get some love in the chat. We've done it. We've done it. Final Fantasy 1 is done. Let's tick it off. Put it to bed. And what has probably spent a lot of hours of me making that PowerPoint presentation. I hope you all enjoyed it. All right. We're not done yet. We got quite a lot of dialogue. I guess we got to put the echoing sound effect on, right? And, all right. Okay. Oh, no. Oh shit. Okay, wait. Okay, we could do a little bit of echo. Okay. Here we go. The time loop was severed at last. The endless struggle that raged over 2,000 years had ended, and the peace prevailed once more. The light of the 4 crystals restored the forces of wind, water, earth, and fire. Go planet. It was a mere trick of fate that had grown rise to the chain of Garland's wrath. But, magnified by the 4 forces meant to guide the world that tricked the fate also gave birth to the themes. Monsters had ran rampant as the world sunk into darkness. But all that is now in the past. With the 4 forces flowing as they were meant, the warriors prepared to cross time and return to the world they knew, a world where Princess Sarah, Queen Jane, and even Garland himself await. Where was this fateful day they spent? When was this fateful day that sent time spiraling into a loop? I don't fucking know. None can say. So there you go. What do you think? Oh no, fucking hell, they're still going. It seemed the cycle into which time had fallen would last forever. But the bravery of the 4 young travelers changed that. And they took the forces that filled the world with darkness and used them to bathe the world in light. Okay, there we go. So, oh Jesus, fucking hell. None will ever recall the struggle of the 4 endured. For the breaking of the chain means that it would never existed. Is that it? No, jeez, oh my fucking god. But within the tale of fantasy that the people tell, the memory of their deeds live on. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's it now. So what did you... Oh my fucking god. Tales of dwarfs, elves, and dragons, and shining civilizations that reached for the heavens, even as they fell. Jesus fucking Christ. And now their return is upon us. Thus ends the... are you fucking me sideways? With the memory of their struggles deep in their hearts, they will quietly watch over our world. That has to be it, right? Oh my god. Remember, and remember, always that the forces of the world must be used as they were intended, that the power of light must never be used for dark, and that the true crystals reside in your heart. If that is... For you are the warrior that crossed time. Oh, that was us, chat. That's us! You are the bringer of light. We get it, cunt. Can't we fucking understand? If you have to any more to say... Okay, I'm feeling confident now. I feel like that's it. And just one more thing. Before we part, I'll let you know that may the light shine forever upon thee. And can I have a lift home? I seem to have locked my keys in my car. Fucking hell. That was... Okay. I didn't mean to take anybody out of it then, but holy shit. I keep forgetting how long that is. Are we done? Are we done? I feel like we're done. To the fans across the globe, both past and present, to the crew who brought the originals to life, we offer our profound and heartfelt thanks. So chat, there you go. That is the story of Final Fantasy 1. Chat, let's get some love. Let's get some love. What did you think? Did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy the playthrough? Did you enjoy the banter? Did you enjoy the PowerPoint presentation? And did you enjoy the Pez stream? Thank you everybody that subbed too for this first of what is many to come. So we will be diving into Final Fantasy 2 when we return on Friday. Tomorrow will be Final Fantasy 14 because it will be our Thursdays are our final Thursdays and Sundays are Final Fantasy 14, but Friday will be Final Fantasy 2. That was great. Thank you for the stream. No problem. I'm glad you all enjoyed it. We still got a little bit of time left. We might play some Final Fantasy 14, but just to honor the credits. I would love to hear your thoughts on it. What did you think of it? Was it a bit weak? How's it going, Pez? Do you prefer the limit break system of Final Fantasy 7 and 8 or the trance system of Final Fantasy 9? How would you personally improve them? I think the limit break system in 7 is perfect. Honestly, I like 8. I like 8, but 8 breaks the game. 9's good. I wish some characters were a little bit expanded on. I had them more options, but I think 7 is the pinnacle of the limit break system. Enjoyed the stream. Thank you so much for showing some main series. No problem. Thank you. And remember, chat, this isn't please don't stop. Thanks, man. Okay. But no, everybody, this is why I do it. I do it because you guys like Final Fantasy. You know, it's just a game. It's not like we're fucking changing the world or anything here. But just from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate you, everybody, hanging around and just chatting about it. Keeps me company. I'm a father of 2. I'm a business owner. I love chicken schnitzels, and I'm married. But I don't really get to see many friends because we live pretty rural. So I spend most of my nights just chatting to all you fine folk about Final Fantasy. And Lulu's boobs from time to time. I wish we didn't move away from the Final Fantasy X battles. Yeah, the 10 battle system was good. But yeah, no, we'll be picking up on what do you call it, on Friday. Yeah, and thank you for the subs, chat. We got 155 subs. We've unlocked the PowerPoint presentation for Final Fantasy IV. We are currently 45 subs away from unlocking Strangers of Paradise. So Strangers of Paradise will be a finale game. So when it's all done, we'll play that last, which will bring the marathon to a time loop, literally to the beginning of Final Fantasy 1. I think that's a nice homage, paying homage to the series. Remember, fellow Pez viewers, we'll boo him if he talks negatively towards Final Fantasy 2, while he's playing Final Fantasy 2, and can clap every compliment. You will never see a compliment from me. Much love from California. Hello, J-Bird. Good seeing you. Just to be clear, you are willingly playing Final Fantasy 2. I am totally not being held at gunpoint. I've watched several Final Fantasy marathons, and this was the one I've only seen with a PowerPoint presentation, and I'm here for it. Hell yeah, that's what I'm all about. Yeah, I know I'm not the first person to ever do this, and this is my 3rd one, but I've never gone into depth before. So on our last marathon, for Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy XII, I did a PowerPoint presentation, and I think it was the most fun and like meaningful stream I ever had. So, yeah. But yeah, I never thought I'd do this fucking marathon again. But I feel like since we've had a lot more viewership lately, you know, we've got a lot more people in, I wanted to treat everybody to this as well. And so, worst case scenario, I play more Final Fantasy. But yeah. How's the same go? Anyway, what else is going on? Someone just said don't end. I'm not going to end. We'll probably stream for like another 40 minutes. Because I want to watch House of the Dragons before I go to bed. But we can definitely play Final Fantasy. We can definitely play Final Fantasy 14. The first two practice runs. I can't wait for Final Fantasy 4 lore. I mean, out of all the Final Fantasies that I'm doing, right? Is there one that you guys really want me to do a PowerPoint presentation for? So Final Fantasy 10 and 12 are guaranteed to have a PowerPoint presentation. But everything else is going to be sub-gold. So Final Fantasy 4 is locked in. But out of Final Fantasy 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, is there a Final Fantasy that you really want me to... And I guess 13, 15, 16. Is there a Final Fantasy you want me to do a PowerPoint presentation for? Like, collectively, like, I'd like for you to discuss here because we need to make a 300 sub-goal. And I don't know what it's supposed to be. I would enjoy the PowerPoint for tactics, but isn't that the main line? No, we're going to be doing tactics. So we're also doing these in blocks. So if you hit explanation Final Fantasy FF Marathon, did someone hit it so I can click the link? Oh, there it is. If you have a look at that link, So, we do these things in blocks. So short breaks means that I will be, I'll be taking a short break and then moving over to, like, I'll play like another RPG or another game or something like that. But after Final Fantasy VI, we move into the 7 block where we'll play Crisis Core, the original 7, Remake, Rebirth, Part 3, Dirge of Cerberus, and Advent Children. Actually, I'll probably rotate them a little bit. Actually, what I will do is Dirge of Cerberus will go... Wait, these are all over the place. I'm going to do these in order of release, so that way we kind of get a better understanding of it. Okay, yeah. So that's what we're gonna also watch the movies, and then we take a short break, and then we'll jump into what people call the golden era, which will be 8, 9, 10, and 10-2 if you call that that. But then we take another break, and then we do something called the IVALICE block, which will be Final Fantasy 12, Reverent Wings, Tactics Advanced, Tactics Advanced 2, and then Vagrant Story. And then we take a break, and then we go into the Nova Crystallia block, which is 13, 13-2, Lightning Returns, 15. Then we do the Kingsglaive movie. Then there will be a short break after the Discord movie. Actually, I probably need to like cop that. Take a short break, and then it'll be 16, and then we're going heavy in the MMOs, and then we get to like Type 0. Oh, Type 0 is going to be... I'm all over the place. Yeah. So there we go. That's actually fixed. Oh, but we need to put the time in. Okay, time. So we finished. I guess we can check out the time. I think it lets it save the game. Save the game. So we did this in 12 hours and 47 minutes. Okay. 12 hours, 47 minutes. All right, cool. Okay. Yeah. Done. All right, that is one of many, many times I've beaten that game. But yeah, all right, we can probably just jump into Final Fantasy 14 for a little bit. Fuck it. That's not what I wanted. All right, okay. So I was just twisting some stuff around. All right, cool. I think the PowerPoint picture lore for Final Fantasy VIII would help viewers understand a lot more. Yeah, maybe we make that number 3. But I was gonna say, I was gonna try to put 5 and 6 in there before 8 because I'm assuming that, you know, it's gonna take. We're probably gonna be by the time we get to 8. So I can do 12. I mean, I can do Final Fantasy 2 pretty quickly. I can do that in like 10 to 12 hours. 3 takes about 18 hours. 4 will go close to 30 hours. 5 will be around 24 hours. Final Fantasy VI takes me around 40 hours because that's a long game to 100%. Especially because so I think I'll put 5 and 6. Anyway, all right, cool. All right. Also, too, chat. I want to show you something. I'm commissioning an artist to make a logo for my podcast. I want to show you. This is I kind of like mock this up in Photoshop. Let me just grab it. Now this is nowhere near finished. This is literally just a demo. I've given it to the artist and they've agreed to work on it. Okay. So I tried really hard with this one. Okay. Okay. So I don't laugh. All right. Don't laugh at me. Okay. All right, there it is. So the idea is it was supposed to be like a microphone. No, I made this. It's supposed to be like a microphone with the eyes, but the hat sitting on top of it, and underneath like the bottom part, it will say RPG Tales. So this is I'm really happy how this turned out. I've seen far worse. What the fuck? All right, it's just it's an example. Wait, is it shit? It's a great idea. Do you know how hard it is to come up with a logo for a fucking podcast? I wasn't going to call it like the Pez podcast or anything like that. Calling it RPG Tales makes it a lot more accessible for everybody. Okay, I didn't use AI or anything like that. All right, I fucking did. Okay, I tried really hard. Okay, I tried really hard. Will your microphone also get a hat? It looks nice. So yeah, I probably should make it. Okay. I grabbed so much. I went into Google and I grabbed so many different images everywhere, and I kind of like pieced it all together. I'm like, this, because like full on the hat. I don't know if like the images on Google were actually originally AI or whatever, but I grabbed a bunch of shit, put it there, and now I'm giving this to an artist who I am commissioning, because you should pay your artists, and they are going to take this reference and then turn it into a podcast logo for me. So yeah. Pay real artists, chat. I'm a big supporter of paying real artists. So anyway, but yeah, anyway, anyway. So you're not fucking. I'm not overly happy with the response I got. It was not positive enough. Okay. Anyway, my favorite Final Fantasy podcast has a terrible title that made me skip over it initially. Which one was it? See, yeah, there's so much. Yeah, you need a good podcast title. Would you play Strangers of Paradise? Yeah, well. I'll tell you, rolling comic. We will play Strangers of Paradise when we hit 200 subs. That actually unlocks Strangers of Paradise. So we are 45 subs away from unlocking it. So hopefully, if somebody's sitting on 45 subs and like, Pez, I love your content. If that Final Fantasy 1 stream was so cool. I know you spent like quite a few hours on that PowerPoint presentation. Here's $100. I'll be like, thank you. So yeah. Yeah. God, do we play Final Fantasy? Do we play Final Fantasy 14? Do we play Final Fantasy 14? Or maybe we just call it. Honestly, I was gonna play it, but I might call it. I haven't gone to bed for like this early for a long time, but yeah. Yeah, do you know what? We might call it. I think I've earned myself a nice little sleep, and I think you guys have all been really cool. I'll give you guys an early night off. I'm just I think just answering some questions with the time. Okay, yeah, if he's got any questions, like, cover me in goo. I'll answer a few questions for like the next 15 minutes or so. Wait, someone's down maybe. Sorry, I just gotta copy and paste something to someone. Give me 1 second, chat. My DMs are blowing up over something. Alright, okay, no, it was all good. There was just a positive message. Alright, let me change the music. As much as I like this one. Alright, okay, alright, sorry. Okay, you got my attention, guys. Namaste Geek. Pez, I know, Pez, I know intro question, Pez, I know intro question time is over, but are you or were you a fan of game guides and primers? Yeah, I was. Yeah, I bought, I'd be lying if I said when I was a kid I didn't buy guides, you know. I think like the only way I 100%ed like Final Fantasy VII back in the day was because I had a guide, and I still have a lot of my guides. I sold a shit ton of them on Facebook Marketplace. I actually got really lucky. When I was like 18, I was going to like the big shopping center. Where I grew up was in a place called Maitland in New South Wales in Australia. And they had this big shopping center near a place called Green Hills. And there was an EB Games there, and I had a friend that worked there, and one day he was like throwing out a bunch of old strategy guides. And I was like, what are you doing with those? He's like, oh, I'm just getting rid of them. I go, can I have them? He's like, yeah, sure. Because I used to like reading them. And I probably got close to 30 to 40 primers and whatnot, and I still have quite a lot of them, but I've sold quite a few of them, like just over Facebook Marketplace. Did you ever find out the significance of the ribbon in Final Fantasy? No, I didn't. I do need to follow that up. Thank you for reminding me, though. What Final Fantasy has the best wardrobe for its cast? Final Fantasy has the best wardrobe for its cast. Let me think of that. Let me think on that one. What's your favorite boss fight in a Final Fantasy boss fight? What is your favorite boss fight a Final Fantasy game? Okay, that's a good one. We have a question in from Rolling with Comics. What is your favorite boss fight a Final Fantasy game? I'm assuming you mean in a Final Fantasy game. That's a really good question. Honestly, related to boss fights, definitely one of the best questions we've ever had. Now, this is a bit of a controversial topic, okay? But I think what I'm about to say here can be very controversial, and I understand that. But when you do a boss fight, it's supposed to make you feel something, okay? You're supposed to be on the edge of your seat. You're supposed to have high emotions. You're supposed to, like, really take in what's happening. And it's supposed to, like, kind of set this tone where you're like, oh my god, I am, like, taking on something that is, like, the image of evil, power, fear, the embodiment of a lot of emotions, all right? Now, I know I'm saying a lot here, but this actually will lead to something. But there are two, I would say actually, but there are three boss fights that really stand out for me, all right? The first one is hands down, is it Rebirth? What's it name? Wait, okay, yeah. Sorry, I want to make sure I got this right. The first fight that, like, sticks out to me, which is one of my favorite fights, and I did struggle with it a lot because as a kid I was crying my eyes out, in Final Fantasy VII, when you go up against Genova Life. Now, obviously, spoiler alert, if you don't want to be spoiled, but in Final Fantasy VII, when Aerith gets killed by Sephiroth, then you're immediately thrusted into a difficult fight. Now, if you don't know, you can actually cheese that fight if you have the water ring, because all this enemy does is water-based damage. But it is a difficult fight. Losing Aerith and going to that fight, that is high emotions. That is high emotions. But I think my favorite boss fights, now these two are in pairs. These two are a pair, but my favorite boss fights, hands down, have to be Titan and Bahamut in Final Fantasy 16. Now, before you jump at me, all right, and go, oh, it's not fucking turn-based. I don't care, right? Yeah, it's a Final Fantasy game regardless. These fights were, like, the Titan fight was fucking hectic. That fight had no business being as good as that fight was. That was hectic. It was just like, honestly, I was standing up, like, going, this is sick. Like, it's easy as all hell, but there's a lot going on here. This is a fucking awesome fight. And then when you fight against Bahamut in Final Fantasy 16, and you're in space, and there's just, like, just shit going everywhere. There's these blasts going left and right. It's just hectic. But they've got this, like, opera music playing, and it's just like, it is visually and emotionally one of the most beautiful fights I have ever played in a video game. It is absolutely incredible. I put that fight up there with, I reckon, the final fight in Metal Gear Solid 4 when you're going against Ocelot, or Liquid Ocelot, or licking an Ocelot, you know, whatever the fuck he is. But it is just an amazing fight, you know, and I'd have to say those three are probably my favorite. What about you guys? Do you have a favorite boss fight? Is 6 your favorite Final Fantasy, Pez? It's not my favorite Final Fantasy, but I think it is one of the best Final Fantasies. Like, my favorite Final Fantasy is all of the compilation of Final Fantasy VII, just without a doubt. I love the compilation of Final Fantasy VII. I think it's just a beautiful. I think the 7 universe is just an amazing universe, and I love being in it. I just love being in it in general. Where's that boss fight question? I'm trying to find it. Who asked the question about the boss fight? I've already lost it. I need to screenshot it. What is the meaning of life? Oh, they're rolling with comics. There you are. I got no video set. I got to edit some videos too. There we go. Which Final Fantasy character do you personally think you'd be best friends with in real life? All right. We have a question in from Songorius. Which Final Fantasy character do you personally think you'll be best friends with in real life? Wow, that's a really good question. That's a really good question. Probably one of the best. Honestly, God, that is such a good question. That has to be the best. I would say, like, as much as I want to say me and Lulu would be really good friends in real life, you know what? I feel like I'd hold Lulu back, you know? Like, I'd just be too much of a good friend with Lulu, you know? Because she just seems like she's just great. Just great to be around. But I think, who would I be a good friend with? I reckon I'd be a good friend. Who would I be a good friend with? That's a really difficult question. Do you know, I'm a bit of a people pleaser. You know, I want people to be happy. I want people to, you know, if people need shit done, I feel like I would be the person who would make sure. I feel I would be always trying to like seek people's approvals, and I guess I kind of like attach myself to people that I want to impress. And I feel like Scarlet from Final Fantasy VII would be someone I think like, you know what, I feel like I could impress you. I could try to impress you. Like, there's this scene where there's this guy, one of the soldiers are like kind of like on all fours and she's using him as a footstool. I could do that. I reckon I could do that really well. But yeah, I reckon me and Scarlet would get along really well. Yeah, I think she would appreciate me. Bro, trying to be on a leash. That's very impressive, Bess. But I guess, but if I was to think of, I mean, anybody else other than Scarlet, I feel like I would get along with Waka, you know. I feel like I would get along with Waka. I like sports, you know. I like to sit there and chat about sports. I'd like to, you know, just hang out on the beach and go, yeah. So, yeah, I think me and Waka would get along well. What about you guys? Do you guys have a friend do you have someone in Final Fantasy you think you'd want to be friends with? You'd be a great friend, yeah? We go watch the boom, happy fireworks, yeah? Barrett. Waka's not racist. He was just bloody indoctrinated by a bloody religion, a fake religion. And when he finds out they're wrong, he's like, wait a minute. You guys are pieces of shit. Y'all better cool. That's a foul, y'all. But yeah. Tifa, she rocks. Yeah, Tifa would be a good friend. He's a soccer hooligan. He's chill now. But yeah. What else has he got? What else has he got? Where was that? Let me find that question. Screenshot that. Papa. Okay, what else we got? Zeal. Zeal be good. Oh, do you know what? I think I'd be friends with Zeal. Zeal seems like he's chill. I reckon Zeal from Final Fantasy VIII would be chill. I reckon I could be friends with Zeal from Final Fantasy VIII. You know, like, he's a family man. He likes, you know, he likes martial arts. He likes hot dogs. You know, I feel like that's, I mean, that's all you need in life, right? You need a hobby. You need to be supported by those around you, and you need to have a favorite meal. You know, that'd be really cool. I get along with Reeve, not KHC, just Reeve. That's just another me. Yeah, Zia would be a good one. All right, what else he's got? Come on. Did I miss any other questions? I feel like I missed some questions throughout the stream. No, it's crazy how many people came in tonight. Yeah, thank you. The views have been up a bit lately, so I appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. Where are we at? Okay, I think we're up to that. Well, look, chat, you don't have to ask any questions. I'm happy to kind of call it there. We've had a pretty decent stream. We just crossed over 3 hours. I'm happy to call it. Out of all the monsters in Final Fantasy, which one would be the best to have the ability to talk with? We have a question in from Josh, Josh.0. Out of all the monsters in Final Fantasy, which one would be the best to have the ability to talk with? Wow, you know, I'm a bit of a chatter myself, so that's actually a really good question. Honestly, I'd say it's one of the best. I would love to have a conversation with a Tonbri. You know, I know some Tombris actually talk, but I think that Tonbri, like having a conversation with a Tonbri would be really funny. Because if you're in a fight with them and you start shit talking the Tombri, and you're like, oh, you little piece of shit, and you'll be like, yeah, come over here. Just stand still. You're like, why? What are you gonna do? Nothing. I'm gonna just fucking chill. Just stand right. You wait when I get over there. Oh yeah, big talk for someone walking slow. You're like, yeah, you're not gonna be talking much when I fucking get there. I reckon the banter between a Tombri and the character would be very funny. I think Tombri would be a good one. I would love to also see what the shit talk a Cactar would give after it hits you with 1,000 needles, you know. I feel like Aramans would be super chatty. Yeah, they're like the flying eyeballs with the wings. Could you imagine if like characters like actively chatted with the enemy? Like when you go against human enemies in a Final Fantasy game, if they're like you go against like Shinra forces and the whole time you're fighting, like, put your hands up. What are you doing? Stop resisting. Oh, don't. Oh, you've stabbed me. Oh, please don't. I have a wife and child. Oh, and like, call for backup. Do you reckon, how would that feel, right? How would it feel in Final Fantasy, right? When you're killing a soldier and they're pleading for their life. Would that make the fights harder? would that be? It's like when in Final Fantasy VII when you kill Dyne and he does that like thing where he's putting his hands out. It's like, oh god, ah, blah. I'll be right back. Oh yeah, when you run away. Yeah. What do you think of Bravely Default series? Would you ever? Okay, look. We have a question in. What do you think of the Bravely Default series? Would you ever play it on stream after the marathon? That's a really good question, honestly, and I'm happy to answer that. And I only answer the best questions. Now I know a lot of people like Bravely Default, but the one thing that took me out of Bravely Default is that all the characters looked like babies. They just got big fucking heads, big asses. They look like they're wearing diapers. Honestly, it's this. I really think the character models in Bravely Default took me out of the game. And I know that's a weird thing to say because there are some banging games out there that have like really fucking dumb looking characters. But Bravely Default, I really tried with that game, but I was just like, the character design really took it out of me. It's same with like Fire Emblem Awakening. No one has feet. Like, no character has feet. And then you find out, like, oh, it was a bug. Oh, yeah, they just didn't fix the feet bug. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I'm used to the chibi style, so I was okay with it. But yeah, each to their own. If you liked it, totally fine. Totally fine. No, I liked World of Final Fantasy. I just think that the way they look, like, they look like bowling pins. Like, every model in Bravely Default looks like a bowling pin. They just look like toddlers running around, and I just found it so unappealing. I like chibi style, but that design, they just look fucking dumb. No, that's accurate. Very much criticism of the game. Yeah, I know I know it's like a petty thing. Sorry for delaying you getting there. Thank you for the answer. You're all good. Where's the I got to screenshot that. Where is that question? I gotta get that talking one. Where is it? Oh yeah, Josh asked that one. All right, who asked the question about Bravely Default? So, let me get that one in there. Like, I'm usually pretty positive on stuff, but I really tried with that game. Are you going to be doing Dirge of Cerberus? I sure am. You can see on the screen here. It is right after after we watch bloody Advent Children. Yeah, we're gonna watch. For those that aren't, if you're watching the stream right now and you're not in my Discord, definitely join the Discord because we'll be having a watch party where we can all join in the big voice chat, and we will watch Advent Children together. I'm gonna talk to Twitch because I know it's available on Prime. I wonder if there's a way that I can stream it on Twitch. So I'll figure that out. That's fair, but we also were spoiled with the sprite work of Final Fantasy VI. That is true. Kill Smash, what's up, Pez? Which main character would wind up on top if there was a battle royale? Oh, that's a good question. We have a... Let me screenshot that before I lose it. Yeah. We have a question in from Kill Smash. What's up, Pez? Sorry. What's up, Pez? Which main character would wind up on top if there was a battle royale? Wow, you know, that's a really good question. That's probably one of the best questions out there. Do you know what? I have to, you know, as someone who loves Final Fantasy, I would have to say that's probably one of the best Final Fantasies out there. So fuck it, I fucked that. One of the best Final Fantasies out. I'd have to. I've got to redo that. Wow, do you know what? That's a really good question. As someone who enjoys battle royales, even though I don't really play them, but I enjoy watching them, I would say that's probably one of the best questions ever. This is an easy answer, okay? I'll give some, but I would like to give some honorable mentions, okay? So I would like to give an honorable mention to... Oh, God, I'm already drawing a blank. I would like to give an honorable mention to Sin, all right? You know, you might be thinking, wow, Pez, Sin, okay? But you said which Final Fantasy character, right? Which, there is a lot. There is a lot of characters. I believe Sin... would be an honorable mention because he's so big. So let's put Sin in there. Another one would have to be... I'd have to put Sephiroth in there. Okay, Sephiroth would be a good one. I think he would be... There's a character who's like right in there amongst the guts of it. You know, I feel like he would get a pretty high kill count. But I don't think he would win. Another one would be Xdef. I believe Xdef, who is an incredibly powerful character. I feel like he would do very well, but I don't think he would be at the tippy top. But there is one character that would actually make it to the tippy top. And it is Caius Ballard from... Caius from Final Fantasy XIII 2. Now, Caius has this thing called the Heart of Chaos, right? He is not able to die, all right? Caius will actually be the last one standing simply because he can't die, okay? The reason that he dies is that he gives up the Heart of Chaos. He gives, like... He pretty much releases himself from it. And he does so willingly, which is an... His story is, honestly... He is one of the best villains in the whole franchise, and he has one of the most justified reasons to being a bad guy. But I won't go into that. I'll go into that to another bit later. But I think Caius Ballard from Final Fantasy XIII 2 would be the last one standing, unless he willingly gives up that power. But anyway, yeah. Anyway, that's who I think would be standing at the top. But who do you guys think would be the last one standing in an all-out battle royale? Pez, is there any Final Fantasy you would watch as a movie or read as a book? Yeah, do you know? Let me get that one. That could be a good question. This one's gonna be a long one, but all right. Hey Pez, is there any Final Fantasy you would watch as a movie or read as a book? Wow, do you know what? I am somewhat of a learned and watching person who watches movies and reads books. So that way, so you know that I am a sophisticated individual. But yes, that's a very good question, making it one of the best yet. I think Final Fantasy X would be a really good movie. I think as like a HBO series, on the movie side, I think it would be really good. As a book, I think as a book, Final Fantasy VIII would be a good novel, only because there's a lot of like inner dialogue that goes on with Squall and a lot of the characters where you kind of, do you know when they speak, you see like the grayed out text where there's a lot of like in talking. I think it would work really well for Final Fantasy VIII, because you kind of like, sometimes when you read a book, you're listening to the POV of like the main character and what they're thinking, and there aren't a lot of games where it like actually do that. So I appreciate they do that in Final Fantasy VIII. Even when you go back in time to like, you go back in time with Laguna, you be part of Laguna's story, and like Squall, Selphie, and Zeal, they're like, you can hear their inner dialogue while like you can read their inner dialogue. I think that would work really, really well. I hope Final Fantasy XIII would be on the top. Everyone would just ignore him, and he would just climb over the ruins and actually... Yeah, that's true. He would kind of hang out there. Final Fantasy would make a good novelization. It's a pretty tight storyline. Yeah, no, that would be a good one. I guess an honorable mention too would probably be Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy IX would be a good one, because you have the active time events. So having a good cutaway, it could be like a nice little like cutout section for a lot of parts. Like meanwhile over here, this is happening, sort of thing. So, which I want to see more active time events. If I could bring anything from any other, if I could only select one thing from a Final Fantasy and bring it into a new Final Fantasy, it would definitely be the active time events. I really enjoyed that. So yeah, and you could select which active time event you wanted to see. So yeah. Anyway, chat, we're getting close. We're getting close to midnight. So I might bloody call it there. But thank you for all the questions. And once again, chat, thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the subby poos. Thank you for the positivity. And thanks for being part of the Final Fantasy Part 1 marathon. I hope it's a rumor about... I hope it's true. I hope it's true. But yeah, anywho, chat, let me find somebody to raid. And tomorrow, I promise... Not tomorrow. Thursday, I'll have the... what do you call it? What's it called? The Final Fantasy bot up and running. Who can we raid? Is anybody in Materia streaming it? Let's raid a literal wolf. Literally a wolf. Alright. Alright, boom. Alright, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Love you all. Appreciate you all. And yeah, I hope you all have an amazing day. Thanks for being part of it. I really like Tales of Symphonia. I use the concept of relaxing time. Yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree. Alright, everybody. Bye.